Good evening, everyone. How is it going today? Welcome in, Sparse. It's great to see you as well. PK, what's up? Maggie, Sven, Wayfarer. Hope everyone's having a wonderful morning. Everyone's been having a great weekend so far. We are back once again with some more Guild Wars 2, as per usual. And it's time to start getting things lined up for Drops Week coming up. We have a whole bunch of nice quality of life features lined up as well with this patch, which I'm personally very excited for. We're getting the Wizards sort of portal tome. So now all our portal tomes are actually getting combined, or at least have the option to be combined, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Also getting the same sort of thing with the Gobblers as well, which is pretty sweet. Will Josh Cosplay return for Drops Week? We do have some very fun Josh Cosplay options there, so stay tuned for those. But yeah, it's got a very big week of streaming lined up this week. Oh, hey, Addy. Even you have 130 Black Line keys ready to go. That is awesome. Jess has got Addy's shark on her head, which is Addy's weakness. Anything on people's heads. I was wondering what was causing her to scuttle around the house. Oh, there it goes. This is Addy's shark. We call it Nigella. Yeah, bank contract incoming. Yes. Oh, you want it? Yep, you do. Oh. Oh, off she goes. And yeah, the drops are fancy this week as well. Particularly the new Bloodstone Glider. Not new Bloodstone Glider, but the free Bloodstone Glider is very, very nice. Our son Farron cosplay incoming. That's truly a different kind of cosplay, and I'm not quite sure everyone's ready for it. Okay, so what we can also do to finish off our weeklies is actually just do a quick strike mission. That's actually the kind of last thing we need to do. So let's waddle on into, I don't know, either north. If the shark is named Nigella, does it say Microavi? I'm not sure how we came up with the name of like Nigella all those years ago after we got it. I can't remember the exact story behind it, but I think we just looked at it and just went Nigella. What was the reasoning behind it?
I have accent.
Oh, it just, yeah. Yeah, it apparently just reminds Jess of Nigella Lawson, so yep. That's where it comes from. It's as good a reason as any. Okay, let's take a look and also see what we are rocking. This is looking like... That's Condi Renegade, that's fun. But it's not Power Renegade. Power Renegade is where it is at. Okay, let's check. Yep, build is now absolutely perfect. Okay, let's just see. Should pick for weekly. Literally, I just need that. Let's go. Welcome in, Fernando. How you going? Hi, Addy. You're back. She'll eventually settle. Drew, what's up? It's great to see you as well. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, we'll just eat the birthday cakes. Yes. Okay, let's turn on. Need to rebind that. Oh, we're going. Buckle up. Just wait. I think we can lob down a Citadel Bombardment now. There we go. Big damage. I'll just wait till we can pull a bit more energy. There we go. Did we not get the charge miss swap? Very sad. He wants attention now as well. We did just get back It was my brother's birthday today, so we went up and caught up with my family. Very bit of a drive away for a birthday lunch. We literally just got back about 30 minutes ago, so it's like the first time that Addie has seen us in a good few hours, so she's now very excited. And yeah, we've got a big week of streaming lined up this week. Tentatively, where plan is for streaming 12 hours, 9 AM to 9 PM my time, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and probably Sunday as well. Saturday will be our day off. Our flexible will have to be somewhat... Our schedule will have to be somewhat flexible. There we go. Because my nan is going in for hip replacement surgery this Thursday, and depending on how she goes, we'll go visit her in the hospital at some point. We're not sure what day that's going to be yet, but when it's a good time to go see her, we'll go see her. So if that day lands on a day that we would be streaming, we'll go obviously like see my nan in hospital. So we'll keep everyone up to date with that, but that is the plan, and we'll work it around how she is feeling. Grab that. Weekly is now done. Excellent. Load up on that. Nice. And thank you, Drew. Yeah, she's like, I'm sure she's going to go well, and her having a hip replacement now is going to be absolutely fantastic for her. Because yeah, like in the last few months, she has been in quite a lot of pain. Who has been giving her a lot of issues, and they sort of just really nailed down what it is. And very quickly after like the specialist saw it, they're like, "Yep, you're in for a hip replacement." I think she saw a specialist. It was like last Monday, and she's going in this coming Thursday, like just for the surgery. So they were in very, very quick, which is great. But she's been having to like get around on a walker for the last few months, and even end of September last year was my cousin's wedding. We all flew out to Melbourne to go to that, and she drove her as well with my granddad. But yeah, she was like as mobile as we've seen her there. Things were good, and then we got the other side of Christmas. Then all of a sudden she was on a walker, which was very stark to see. But it'll be very good when she has the hip replacement. She should have a bit of a new lease on life, which we're very excited for. Brennan, how are you going? Welcome in. And Drew, you're grinding out Corteria mastery points so you can buy Mystic Rune Stones. Oh, yeah. Ironic. That is a grind to give the NPC 100 gold. I know, I totally feel you there. It's frustrating that you have to do that. I ran into that exact same situation back when I was crafting a Gen 3 Legendary on this account to sell. I neglected those Corteria points, and then we got to the point on stream where I had all the materials lined up. We were going to craft it, and then we realized we needed those mastery points. So the next stream was dedicated to actually farming up the mastery points. We got there and it wasn't too bad, but yeah, it was a bit of a nasty shock. Okay, let us see where we are at. Runes of Rebirth. We're getting close to our legendary sigil as well, actually. We'll take a look at that, because I can bring in a whole bunch of extra materials. Have you seen the fly-through of the new map? I believe I have. I think I saw that early, like one morning when Jess and I both woke up. Jess and I laid there and watched it together. We were in quite a sleep-deprived state, so I'm pretty sure it was the fly-through, but the new map looks very, very cool. Let's go open this up as well. There we go. Withdraw. The joys of doing the PvP weekly and the PvP rush rewards on one of our other accounts. This is what we were doing last Monday or Wednesday? I can't quite remember, but there's all the stuff that we get from it. And what content will be happening today, Sparsons? That's a bit of a remarkable question. I would like to hit up some strike missions at some point. But at the moment, I'm honestly sort of just getting my bearings because, yeah, we were up super, super early today, so I'm a very sleepy panda right now. And we'll probably start teeing up as well some items for giveaways for this coming week as well. So I'll make sure we stockpile those, and also take a quick look and see where we're at in terms of... Probably get enough things to finish off a legendary rune as well, even just the clovers, so we'll take a look at that. You need 8 hot and 9 Corteria. Once you get to the tail end of Corteria masteries, they can be quite trying. And Sufferance, welcome in, and yeah, thank you all to everyone on EU who has signed up for Ceres CM, and as of this morning, and special thanks to you as well, Sparse, for organising everyone and tapping people on the shoulder. Absolutely couldn't have done it without you. But yeah, we now have our full group of 10 lined up for Ceres CM, so chances are we'll be kicking that off probably this coming Sunday, although I will just tentatively mention that I will maybe be seeing my nan at some point in hospital. Not sure what day that's going to be. If it's on Sunday, probably won't be then, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But it'll either be this Sunday or next Sunday. We'll be kicking off with that, so that'll be good. So we have a few things we need to do as well. Actually probably need to familiarize myself with some of the Ceres strats, because it hasn't actually been something I haven't looked into. Kind of soon to be seeing you on Herald, to be honest. I thought that's probably what I would be on as well, but honestly, I'm more than happy to be a DPS monkey for the time being. Especially after Harvest Temple Challenge mode, where I assume the role of a Portal Vert, so just doing some DPS sounds like a good time. But yeah, I'll definitely want to at least familiarize myself with these strategies for Ceres, so I'm not going in completely blind. Figure out what DPS we're playing. What DPS do you suggest, Sparse? What is the... And yeah, Sparse, you are a very good guy. What is the go-to DPS for that these days? And I should actually take a look through Void Lounge as well. And we have been hard at work as well editing YouTube videos, so we've recorded sort of the first time two sort of very rapid fire news videos. They're up on our channel talking about the studio update as well as the quality of life updates that we're going to be getting, as well as the drops details. So we turn those around like very, very quickly. There's only ever been one video on my channel that I have turned around in such a rapid fashion. It was actually one of my very early videos, if you go back, talking about how to, I think, was it doing... Yeah, it was Power Herald against Trurai Ossa. That was a video that I turned around very quickly. These were turned around in a similar manner. And free shared inventory slots soon. Oh, yes. Welcome in. Free. Those free shared inventory slots. All of the tomes getting consolidated. It's going to be great. Okay, so let's see as well. Let's go crafting. Now that should have actually updated. Let's go Legendary Rune. Use my own mats in a moment. So pistol thief. Honestly, that could probably work, but it might not be good enough for... it might not be good for Legendary Ceres. It'd probably be fine for the other one, for regular CM. So 210k squad DPS, a good number to have. Neat phasing at 10%. The first few phases, all DPS should be above 33k to have some room for error. Okay. More if the boon DPS are falling behind. Golem session may be required. If DPS not up to par, the beans will continue to morale improves. I do love that. I do love that method of training. Using own materials? Cost? What does it want us to do? Is Tasmania the Jar Jar Binks of Australia? No, Tasmania is lovely. Oh, I just need one more Mystic Clover. That's fun. Let's do that. Although, hang on. Yeah, I've got Mystic Coins now. I can actually do conversions. Haven't actually been to Tasmania though, but the media and the pictures I've seen have been wonderful. It was just taking me some time for my brain to compute. Okay, let's also check out Void Lounge. Builds and guides. Temple of Febe builds. Okay. Tasmania is amazing. Best seafood. Oh, I can imagine, yeah. Any research notes for your obsidian armor, but you're broke? Well done. And there are going to be some new ways to get some research notes as well in the upcoming patch, so that's very exciting. But that is huge. Well done. See quality of life on research notes? Yes, the fact that there is now just a recipe that you can do that's just going to give you a set amount of research notes, that's going to be a good time. Isn't Vert just a DPS go-to? Like, it's kind of... Hang on. Just... Here we go. Like, we're in the Void Lounge. Temple of Phoebe builds. I assume this is just going to be on, like, unit strat here, but boss DPS, just Condivert. Just Condivert. Will you do unit strat or flower strat for Sarah CM? That I actually don't know yet, because honestly, at this stage, I don't know enough about Ceres to make that call, so a good chunk tonight might actually be determining that. But also one thing I think I will be looking for is if there are those in the group who are like more experienced with Ceres and are comfortable, you know, doing calls out and maybe sort of directing traffic a bit more. I definitely appreciate some help with that, because I'm a complete newbie to Ceres CM. I'll be able to get up to speed quickly and I'll probably pump out pretty decent DPS. But if there's anyone there that can help out with that, as well as, like, you know, suggesting strategies that we should do, I'm more than keen for that. Because my understanding is unit strat is generally safer, whereas the flower strategy has more room for different comps. So a good cleave range, stores a safety measure. You prefer DPS Scourge on Sarah CM, but don't have the safety of support. So why'd you... I love Scourge. Scourge is one of my absolute favourite DPS builds. I inherently get why Scourge is a good thing, but why do you prefer it over Vert? Flower strategy builds. Let's go, just look at condition DPS Vert. Build only Condi infusions. Well, I have to get some Condi infusions. Signet of Illusions for protecting distorts will be good. Now let's go build only Condi infusions. Do I have condition damage infusions lying around? While running around Ceres as a Vert, you have to be facing Ceres to cast your skills, F buttons and Dagger 2 most notably. On Scourge, that's still the case for Sun buttons, but less aggravating than on Vert. Ah, yeah, because I imagine like all the Scepter skills you can just kind of cast wherever. Also, you really dislike Condivert. Fully subjective, but if you can avoid it, you will. Okay, I get you. I might even just... I don't mind Condivert. Like, it's a good, reliable DPS build. It's the Toyota Corolla or Toyota Camry of DPS builds. It just does its job. Great. Let's actually take a look. Also, if I go discretize, I'll just check it. Let's go gear optimizer. Give me condition verts, probs the dueling version. Let's just bring this over here so I can copy. Like, I'm sure the build's going to be exactly what it is. Yep, that's fine. Earth, agony, agony. Yep, so just yeet bursting. Crate's fine. Spherified cilantro oyster soup means I'd probably have to craft some of that, and Writ of Masterful Malice, so... Writ of Masterful Malice, just add that in. Also, Self-Cleanse on Scourge when you face tank a wall, and possibly Signet of Undeath for spicy situations, since Heal Scourge is and should not be not running it. Okay. Yeah, I can see why that's a very good thing, and yeah. Scourge is... I prefer Scourge as a DPS build to Condivert, always have. For all those reasons that you mentioned, so much baked-in utility to the build, it's absolutely amazing. Okay, what are we rocking? Sinister, Rampager. Yeah, we'll just let that vibe out and do its thing. Show us... Just give us Condi infusions. I kind of wish they were doing the balance patch at the same time as new content. It would be nice to get all those things at the same time. I can definitely see why they haven't, though. Because, yeah, it means there will be some bugs on... patch launch that they will need to resolve very quickly. So they're probably waiting for all that to settle before they introduce the new changes, and it also gives them a bit more time to incorporate people's feedback as well. Although generally I think the feedback has been pretty universally positive for this upcoming balance patch. Like, nothing really stands out as, oh lord, what are they doing? Like, honestly, it seems fine. Yeah, less headaches if stuff goes sideways. Yeah, then they're only putting out some fires instead of all of them. Okay. Calculate. Alright, that's a setup. Let's just bring that there. Okay, so head... Rampager gloves, Sinister, everything else there, crate, amulet. The differences are going to be so minor. Honestly, this hits 60% crit. Honestly, I might even just roll with this. Sushi, are you starting Ceres now? We'll be starting that within the next week or two by the looks. Because, yeah, we have our full group of 10 lined up, which is great. So, yeah, we're just sorting out the exact date that which we will start on, and I will be getting up to speed with Condivert, probably. I'll be doing DPS, so whatever DPS is good for that. Plus, Condivert I've always found pretty chill. Alright, let's go see where Condivert lives, actually, and we'll just grab that build, and I know we'll be happy with our words and deeds. I will also... Oh no, I've done all the exchanges. Okay. Well, that's fine, I can do that again tomorrow. That's a non-issue, really.
Sharp blade, sharp mind.
Gotta learn up in Portal, still barely know anything. You can join me in knowing nothing as well. Yes, here we go. And more importantly, we've got to get the look on point. Our fashion needs to be on point before we start. How are we doing on infusions? Like, I can brute force infusions. I done one of though. Yes, not enough. Need new fashion for Ceres. I mean, yeah, this isn't okay. This legendary arm is unacceptable. But we do have something that I believe is quite acceptable. Yes. That is very acceptable. Clown Walker is over, needs some better stuff. Here we go. That is the most... This is the most pink build that we could possibly come up with. The embodiment of pink, yes. Zero, welcome in, it's great to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Now, the actual annoying part about this is swapping the fashion over from one to the other. I know there is a way. Oh, embodiment of pink, that's a good name. You need a pink weapon? No, that's okay. I've got pink weapons. I've got the Imperial Everbloom stuff. Needs more bubblegum though. There's one I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to remember how to actually transfer the dyes over without doing it one by one. There is a way, it is super fiddly. Hang on, Guild Wars 2, copy dyes between templates. Okay. So let's empty out this template. Just a completely empty template. What back piece do you have? We'll take a look actually. Okay, so we have to open the die panel while you have the template you want to copy equipped. I do. Okay. So now that's equipped. If I go to dyes, there it is. Switch to an empty template. Okay, so writing down future reference. Step 1, open the die panel while you have the template you want to copy equipped. Step 2, switch to an empty gear template while in the same instance of the hero panel. Right-click, copy the template you want to copy, and paste into the current one. Okay. So we switch to the empty gear template, so we're in the same instance of the hero panel, so we can either do it through here. Yep. So equipment. Right click, copy. Didn't copy the damn dies. Ooh, that's annoying. Hang on, how do we... Okay, and so let's unequip all items. Yep. New instance. Clear template you're going to copy to. Yep, we've done that. Navigate to template you're going to copy from. Copy. Navigate to template you're going to copy to. Then paste. Hey! There we go. That worked. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Let's grab those. Thank you, Nihilus on the forums. Hell yeah. Oh, Sylph Wings backpack. Yeah, that's a good one, Sven. Oh, yeah, that's the embodiment of pink. Where do we get that? That's very, very pink. Okay. /wiki Sylph Wings backpack. That's gem store. Can we get it on the gem store now? Let's check. See, this is a real patch preparation. Sylph? Ah. Spam wardrobe unlocks until we get it. Okay, so one distraction down. Where is the page? Here we go. I'll grab that. Not available currently. Big oof. Unacceptable. Okay. So we need a dagger, a sword, and a focus. What kind of... damn stuff. It's all sinister. I need 3 weapons. What do I have? Whee! Okay. So that one can be worked around. It's a pistol that can be worked around. Rabid Skyscale Focus can be worked around. Nexus of the Malicious, that's a focus that can just be swapped. Okay, off to the races. Dayzan, welcome in. You started the game 2 days ago and don't understand anything you're looking at. Well, welcome to Guild Wars 2. I hope you enjoy your time here. And if you have any questions about anything related to Guild Wars 2, feel free to ask them. That's why I am here. But what class are you playing and what kind of things have you been struggling with? I'll do my very best to answer. That's armor, not helpful. So, I need a sword, I need a dagger. Honestly, I probably can just stat swap all of my other stuff. Hang on, need to organize it. So, there is a dagger. Oh. I didn't even have ascended ones. That's not okie dokies at all. That's not very cash money of me. Okay, that's fine then. Asakiko, what gear are you using on your Power Renegade? Just full Berserker's gear. Run Sigil of Force and Air. Greatsword and Sword. Dragon Hunter runes. Thief Relic. Pretty standard DPS stuff. Oh, play Mesmer and enjoy the PvP more than PvE. Okay, diving straight into PvP as well. Yeah, if you're looking for good places for like PvP builds, a few great sources. I'll send you access to like the ones that I will tend to refer to. So for PvP builds, great source I love is Guildgen. They do fantastic builds there, so there'll be some great Mesmer builds there if you want to sort of get off to the right foot if you haven't found that already. And Meta Battle as well is also quite good for PvP builds. Instructions unclear. Craft Incinerator, Bolt and Eyeballs. Outstanding. Maybe PvP Conquest, let's grab that. But yeah, I find particularly Valen and Guildgen's builds, they'll do sort of a great talkthrough of what they're actually doing and the general strategies that you should be using on a build. And I find they're also very helpful. So oh, that's armor. Ugh. That makes me very unhappy. Oh, using a condition build, heard it's not bad for a new player. Yeah, that sounds really, really good. Like, if it's a condition virtuoso in particular, that's going to be quite a good one to pick up as a new player. Virtuoso in particular is a great build to start out with. Okay, I need to see how I can convert some other currencies. Honestly, I can just straight up buy. I can just go buy a thing. I can just go buy a sword, and this is why we do raids. But we should also get our Condivert DPS up to kind of where it needs to be. We're going to dive into Ceres. We're going to dive in on the right foot. So we can just buy ourselves a weapon here, get a one-handed weapon, 15 gold down the drain, but it's fine. Just recruiting people to the vert side instead of making them join the Chrono Supremacy. Oh, is the Absolution patch like a new expansion? Not a new expansion, the next expansion will come in October. This is the last big content patch for Janthia Wilds, the current expansion we're in. So the way they're structuring their expansions now, once a year, might be once every 1.5 years at the rate they're going, they will release an expansion. So first it was Secrets of the Obscure, the first annual expansion, and now we're on Janthia Wilds. And every quarter after that, then there's a content patch where there's more of the story, there's new maps, there's more features, there's just like a big sort of injection of content relevant to that expansion. Next quarter, another one, next quarter, another one, and by the time a year comes around, then we're into the next expansion. Is it like, wow, buy the new expansion and get everything? No. So in order to get everything in Guild Wars 2, if I was to pull up Steam, just because it's going to be way easier for me to actually showcase things there. If you want to get everything, you have to buy all the expansions. Not just you buy the latest ones, it's you have to buy every expansion. How am I not signed in here? There we go. Okay, let's go. Let's go Guild Wars 2. Okay, so here's Guild Wars 2. Base game is free to play. In order to get everything, and let's see, I'll view all DLC to cart. You can kind of just do that and that sort of does everything. So Elder Dragon Saga Complete Collection. I think this actually works out to be the most cost effective. Okay, yeah, if you're getting it through Steam, so you will need a few things. You will need the Heart of Thorns Path of Fire expansion bundle. First two expansions. These are actually contained within this one here as well, the Elder Dragon Saga. This is going to be Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, End of Dragons. The first three expansions. And then after that, you have Secrets of the Obscure and Janthia Wilds. Actually, what I would do here, because it's a bit confusing, the Elder Dragon Saga here. Here we go. So not only does it have your first two expansions, your third expansions, it also has your Living World. So Living World is like DLC that takes place between the expansions. It's another form of paid content. So the way to get everything, like absolutely everything for Guild Wars 2, you can also wait for a sale as well, would be to get the Elder Dragon Saga bundle, purely because you get the Living World here as well. Yeah, that's exactly what I was somewhat correcting myself on the fly there, PK. The Elder Dragon Saga is better because you get the Living World stuff as well. And then from there, you got basically the first three expansions, all the stuff tied to that. Then you will get Secrets of the Obscure and you'll get Janthia Wilds. Not sure why it's not showing up here, but you'll get the Janthia Wilds expansion as well. And then every year it's going to be you buy an expansion, you buy an expansion, you buy an expansion. But yeah, you can keep an eye out for a sale on these. But yeah, the most value is going to be getting the Elder Dragon Saga bundle, Soto, and Janthia. And yeah, the Living World seasons, they can be bought in-game with gold. That's true. It might be a lot for a new player to farm them up. Yeah, convert in-game gold to gems. That's what I do if I want something from the gem store. Yeah, but yeah, it's quite a grind for a new player. It's very easy for me as an experienced player, also because I have multiple accounts to leverage. But if you want the most value, like if you're like, I have a hankering to buy an expansion now, and I don't want to splurge on everything just yet, get the Heart of Thorns Path of Fire bundle. 2 expansions for the price of 1. They're 2 of the best expansions for Guild Wars 2. That will see you covered for quite some time. Okay, let's get it's a sword that I need. But yeah, right now we are getting a Condi Vert geared up. Sinister. And I can't buy a Sinister inscription, can't I? Yeah, I can't actually, so I'm going to have to go craft one. That will be at our ranger who lives over here. For starter only to get all Mesmer classes, those two are good. To get all the Mesmer classes, which will be Chronomancer, Mirage, Virtuoso, you need the first 3 expansions. You need Heart of Thorns for Chronomancer, Path of Fire for Mirage, and End of Dragons for Virtuoso. The elite specializations, or the subclasses for Mesmer, they are tied to each of those expansions. So if you want everything in Guild Wars 2, you got to buy all the expansions. One, because you get the elite specializations in the first 3 expansions, like I mentioned. But you also, in Secrets of the Obscure, you get what is called the Weapon Master system. And the way that works is each elite specialization had its own unique weapon tied to it that only it could equip. Like Chronomancer, its unique weapon is Shield, so other Mesmer specializations couldn't equip Shield. The Weapon Master system in Secrets of the Obscure makes it so that Shield can now be used on all of your Mesmer elite specs. Same with the Axe on Mirage, that's its weapon, and the main hand dagger on Virtuoso. So that's the big sort of build-defining change that Secrets of the Obscure brought. And Janthe Wilds brings the spear, the on-land spear. And PK, our good guy Faro, recently crafted his first set of Obsidian Armor Guild Wars 1. Congratulations, Faro. That is huge. How long did that take you? And JB, welcome in. It's great to see you, mate. Okay. Sinister. Oh, I can't do it. Hang on. I can probs do this soon. Also because I literally haven't had to do this before. Oh, and can you see my graphics settings in Guild Wars 2? Sure thing. Alright. And I'll drag this over there so I can still see. There you go. Let me know when you want me to scroll down once you've taken note of everything there. Actually, Bard, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, mate. How do I get it? Crafting. Ah. Might as well just get these, actually. Ah, you can scroll perfect. There we go. This looks similar to mine. You have excellent taste in settings, Sven. Oh, I got that random spear there. It's fascinating. I can deposit those. They don't need to be there. Hooray! But I didn't realise you weren't following me here. You've been lurking from YouTube this whole time. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And Noxie, welcome in. What game is this? This is Guild Wars 2. And right now we are in the middle of putting together a build that we will need for Legendary Ceres Challenge Mode. Though in Well-Versed World Dream Zerg vs Zerg is swapped to low. Offer character model limit, yeah. I always have mine on medium because it interacts well with the raids. Just because I don't do a huge amount of Well-Versed World. Although with the rush I will make sure to actually do it. Oh good, I actually have some charged quartz. Look at me. It's very prepared of me.
Sharp blades, sharp mind.
Go craft 5 of these. And craft that. Okay, we're in business on that front. Deposit mat. Burp. But yeah, we must turn this build into the embodiment of pink. Because the more pink this build is, the more damage we're going to do. That's, of course, how builds work in Guild Wars 2. Am I not wearing shoes? Okay, no, I am wearing shoes. It just doesn't look like it. I was going to say, if I forgot to equip boots, that wouldn't be very professional of me. Let's do an exchange. Convert some of those to more of that currency. Nice. Okay, so now all of that was a really roundabout way of me getting a single sinister weapon. Well, now I've done that, I won't need to do this again. Okay, so here we will need that. Globs of Ecto. And an anthology of heroes.
What do you need?
It's just 10. Nice. That. Is it the dagger? Yes, I'll just yeet the Sigil of Bursting. Okay, there we go. Cool, that is now taken care of. Let's just unequip that, unequip, unequip. So now we will throw in the dagger. We will throw in the sword. Remember doing the stat swaps. It's been so long since I've really had to do it. Because especially on NA, where we're basically full legendary, I don't need to worry about it, whereas here I do. Although really we're now at the point where, yeah, we don't really care about armor. Almost the point we don't care about runes, don't care about sigils, trinkets are done. Life is good. Okay. And let's remove all the infusions. Macro TV, how's it going? Welcome in. Honestly, I could like leave them in. It's not the worst thing I've done. Bow and Arrow, welcome in as well. It's so good to see you. Wish there was an option just to remove all infusions. Okay, cool. We are in business. So we need Earth and Agony. Well, these are so cheap that it really doesn't matter. Put Agony in this one. I just got into Guild Wars 2 about 3 days ago. It's been fun so far. Wonderful, that's so good to hear. What kind of class have you been playing so far? And now I have to do a... Oh, this is half and half, is I'm just going to set it all to Rampages first. Rampages. And let's go... Great. I imagine if they secretly added that option, remove all infusions, it would be so nice. Oh, Char Necromancer, nice. Necromancer's a great choice for new players. I really like that. You made a good choice. Oh, cool. It is great. Cool. That's there. And now I need to swap the chest piece, legs, and boots to Sinister. 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 Okay. I'm going to set... It's probably half and half for everything. Okay, we'll just randomly set this all to Rampages again. Okay, the back piece is Rampages, that's good. So I need to swap the earrings and the amulet to Sinister. Sinister. Do you happen to have the Venom Bite wings? I'll take a look. And this will be aristocracy. Okay. That's there. Also, J-Bot. Cool, that's equipped out with a 10. That build ain't it, Chief. We'll do the skills first. And we'll make this one stun there, blind, yep, and this one will be illusions. Cool, that build is there. So this is going to be dueling. I'm going to put dueling up there first. I'm going to put illusions down second. It's going to be that for Condivert, Jagged Mind, and Bloodsong. Shadow 1 becomes an ammo skill. Shadow skills inflict torment, and Phantasms deal increased strike damage and gain might when they become clones. And then here, oh, this build's literally the same. Phantasms have Fury, gain stacking ferocity when you use a sword. Critical hits deal more damage. Cool, the build is actually done, except spherified peppercorn shenanigans. Alright, show us. Oh, here it is. Zena, welcome in. We are setting up a condition damage virtuoso for Sarah CM. Now I've got to get the food. Spherified. Peppercorn spice. I think it's that. Spherified peppercorn spiced oyster soup. Yep, that's it. Okay. We'll have to craft it on this account. Oh, what have I done? Yoink that. Yep, got that. And I don't know, let's do 30. Oh, that's like nothing. Although it's going to go up more when I tell it to buy. Yep, there it is. I tell it to buy those. And we'll do an instant buy. Miguel, welcome in. Yes, we are playing Guild Wars too. Okay, so we will... Do I have to get... Gelatin Mix, Master Chef, Gelatin. You were wondering what would be the best crafting skills to pick up and level. There really is no best, I would say. They're all valuable to have, and particularly if you're working towards legendary gear at some point, you will probably need all of the crafting disciplines maxed out at some point for one reason or another. The one I'd tell you to prioritize most will probably be cooking, I think. One, it's actually insanely cheap to level, especially if you use GW2 crafts. So it's actually a very good way just to give your character some levels super quick. We just go fast guides. If you're using GW2 crafts, always use the fast guides. Under no circumstance, do the normal guides. Fast guides are fractionally more expensive, but the time they save you is worth it. But yeah, this site here will basically give you a list of everything you need to buy and everything you need to craft to max out a crafting discipline. So use it. Because yeah, you'll be able to max out cooking in, I don't know, probably like 30 minutes or something. Get yourself a couple levels, so 100% do that. Eventually, you will need all of them. Just if you play the game long enough, you will need them all at some point. But particularly because a lot of gear now is obtained through methods other than crafting. So, weaponsmithing, armor crafting, all of that is less useful now. Oh yeah, scribe, you can skip that. Yeah, unless you really want to get into decorating guild halls, don't worry about scribing. Alcar, it's great to see you. I only have 1.4 gold to your name at the moment though. Okay. In that case, check out the Wizard's Vault. Try and do your weeklies and your dailies and your specials. because then you can simply buy the Mystic Coins and the cheap bags of gold just purely doing one weekly with the Astral Acclaim you'll get from that. Buying those two things is about 150 gold worth of gold materials. Oh, you don't have access to that, so you only bought the Heart of Thorns expansion so far. Okay, so it means you probably bought the Heart of Thorns Path of Fire bundle because they're sold together. But don't worry, once you get access to this, this is where, as a new player, it's where the bulk of your gold is going to come from. And also I've got some guides as well over on my YouTube channel. So go check those out about how I personally make my gold in Guild Wars too. So you find a lot of stuff in that very helpful. I was going to do something and I have since forgotten what it was. It was very interesting and very profound. I'm just going to run around in a circle until I remember it. Was it infusions? No, it was food. I remembered. Yes. Okay. I'm just going to send this gold over to my other account. That one. Send mail. Let's just send this account 20 gold. Some Wizards Vault tasks and rewards are exclusive to expansions, but all types of accounts with level 80 character have access to the feature and currency, and it unlocks at 80. Yeah. Like as soon as you get to level 80, and also if you want to make some gold quickly, come to your bank, go to material storage, and just liquidate anything in there. Just take it, sell it on the trading post. This area here is where most of your gold in Guild Wars 2 is going to go. Because even just here, like Mystic Coins, and if I drag these here, if I go to sell just these on the trading post, and yeah, I recommend playing from 1 to 80 regularly, at least once. I could sell all these, that's almost 100 gold right there, and that's just stuff I got from doing one weekly. But yeah, so many things here are worth like a lot of gold. These Ectos, yeah, that's 13 gold right there. And well done there, Drew. Okay, let's go deposit that. It was food. Okay, so what I need to do, we need to head over to our NA account. So we're just going to bring that up in the background. Just watch as that probably like breaks the stream for a moment. When will it tell us encoding's overloaded? There it goes. Sufferance, you have 30k liquid gold and 6k on materials. Wow, that is amazing. I'm like the complete opposite. I have, on this account, I think I've got like 160 gold of materials. I checked it the other day because we're working on a Guild Wars 2 efficiency sort of setup and guide on why you should be using it. And as part of that, I look at what my material storage is worth. Not much. And yeah, 11 to 25 hours on average for new players level. Yeah, that's about right. Ooh. There you go. Actually, no, that was me. Oh, thank you, me. Oh, I read that wrong, did I? Yeah, 30 liquid gold and 6k in materials. I thought that's how I read it. It's how I interpreted it, at least. Oh, you definitely focus on the adventure guide. The amount of experience you're going to get from that is going to be mind-bending. It's really, really quick to level now with that. Oh, get Dessa's journal. Nice. Okay. Last time you completed one, you got 3 levels. Oh, it's so crazy. I've got a few characters to level on EU. I really need to focus on that as well. Yeah, I know encoding's overloaded. I know you don't like having 2 accounts open at the same time. Just roll with it, game. Everything's going to be fine. Nope, not. I need 30. But particularly as well, because cooking is the only way to really get access to the best in slot food. And the way food works with ascended food is people will usually, at like meta events and raids and strikes, people will usually put down food that the group can consume. But if you want to put your own food down, or if you have a really obscure food that not many people put down, anything outside the typical 3 standard foods, you might need to get it yourself. So maxing out cooking, worth it. And sufferance just can't get yourself to play your second account too. It is a big commitment doing multiple accounts. But I definitely find myself playing on EU the vast majority of the time. And NA, I'm really just there for raid trainings and to finish off some weeklies now. Or maybe to craft a legendary to send over to EU or sell. One definitely does take precedence over the other. And Miguel, hey, question. You used to play a lot when the game came out, but then you stopped playing around Heart of Thorns. Then you tried to come back and wasn't sure what to do. What do you recommend? In your case, I recommend either maybe like make a new character playing through the story, or playing through the story from where you left off. Because playing through the story, one, it's going to introduce you to the game. It's going to introduce you to the game to let you sort of dip your toes into it, give you an idea of what people are doing. And it's also going to give you a lot of mastery points as well. Mastery points being the main sort of like horizontal account progression system after you reach level 80. If you don't do the story, you're going to be very short on mastery points, which will bite you in the ass later on. So spending a little bit of time just to do the story, you don't have to do it all at once. You can do a bit, then do something else, do story, do something else. But I highly recommend everyone at least do the story once. If for nothing else, then the mastery points. And your preference is generally doing dungeons raids once I introduce them. You feel the story quests become a bit of a single player campaign, which is not your goal for playing an MMORPG. Well, in that case, I'd still probably recommend maybe doing like a little bit of the story, then going and doing, some fractals, some raids, some strike missions, then coming back when you've got like, I don't know, a little bit of time to kill, do some more story and then continue on. The mastery points are insane value. This account, well, not this account, my EU account that I was just on, it was massively held back by me not doing the story sooner. And then I had to go and blast through the story at a point where, I didn't particularly want to, because I didn't just do it a bit sooner. And a lot of key masteries that I needed for this account were held back because I didn't do it. So I would really recommend it. You go back and do story and other characters just because it's fun. Like the story is, pretty enjoyable as well. But yeah, if it's not your type of, even if it's not your type of gameplay, I still highly recommend doing it because it means you're going to get the most value out of the game. And you're going to get so much more quality of life by doing it. Cool, grab that. I need 40 jugs of water. Okay. Verified. Oh, I don't have the thing. Okay. Herbed. Bowl of herbed vegetable stock. Alka, thank you for the hydra. I'm quite dehydrated today. So we're done full core and hot story. As long as you've got auto loot, I guess. That's the main one. Zphone, welcome in. I see me mislock. Nice. Hot story is great. Highly recommend. I really enjoy it as well. I do. So I've crafted that, and I'm very happy with myself. Cultivated peppercorns. What am I missing? I need globs of gelatin. Okay. Gossek, welcome in, mate. It's in a welcome in. Great to see you as well. Okay, right now we're getting Condi Virtuoso geared up. Okay, that's done. Craft all. There we go. That will be the best in slot food for my Condivert. Cool. So now I can deposit this into this guild. That's good. We can get off 2 accounts and OBS can stop freaking out because we're overloading it. Oh no, I've gone the wrong way. Oh, we're stuck in a wall. Oh, yep, no, I am actually stuck in a wall. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm so excited, Alcar, for the freed up shared inventory slots. That's going to be amazing. Deposit some food. Where's my food at? There it is. Deposit that. Nice. Cool. Cool. That's all done. Any plans for running CMs in the Mount Balrai convergence? There's no immediate plans. I've participated in a few Decima CM progression runs filled in for people on Fireball and his team. Focusing more on Sarah CM for the immediate future, and then maybe after that we'll look at the CMs for that. Aerodrome, that's what I was doing. And beautiful. What we're also going to do now, because we've been going for a bit, so we're going to take a break, fill up on some water, and we'll actually start blasting out in the golem and seeing what we can do on this build. So yeah, sit tight, we'll be right back. Welcome back, friends. Since its release, Blishhud has been the Guild Wars 2 add-on that I've come to rely on the most. I use it to speed up my map completion, control my mounts, find my items, and so much more. So today, we're going to walk you through exactly what Blishhud is, how to set it up, and some of the best features you can add to it to take you to the Guild Wars 2 promised land. First up, Blishhud is effectively just an overlay that you'll run alongside Guild Wars 2 and it will display things on top of the game. The best example of this will be the pathing module, which will display various paths and markers over your game that will update in real time. The more modules that you add to it, the more features that you can start to take advantage of. So let's dive on into the installation. First up, I am in no way affiliated with Blishhud. It's simply a very cool tool that I use. It does not alter your game's files in any way and just runs over the top of Guild Wars 2, and I've used it for several years. I get asked all the time on my streams how to set it up, so the time has come to share this with you, so you can use it however your heart desires. Simply download the latest version of Blishhud from the Blishhud website. I've included the link in the description below. Extract the zip file to whatever location you prefer. I have mine saved in my documents folder. Simply click the Blishhud executable and we're off to the races. Open up Guild Wars 2 and notice the cute little Blish icon in the top left of your screen. And that is it for the first part of the installation. Simply open up Blishhud whenever you want to use it, and it should work perfectly. Now, without adding in any modules, Blishhud is not going to do a whole lot. So let's go through and add in our first modules. Click on the Blishhud settings and go to the module repo. From here, we simply work our way down the list and add in whatever we like. We'll start with the pathing module, which is easily one of the most useful ones I find. You can simply click on install or update in my case, given I already have it installed, and we are good to go. We'll then head over to our manage modules section and enable the module that we just added. You'll either see another icon pop up on the top left of your screen to the right of our buddy Blish, or within the manage modules page. Here you can tweak the settings for each module as you'll see fit. I won't be covering the settings for every module, or else this video will be hours long. However, I've always found the settings to be fairly simple and straightforward, so I have complete faith in you. Next up, it's a good idea to add in your API key to Blish HUD. Your API key is basically a code that allows different applications to read specific things about your Guild Wars 2 account, like what items you have, how many characters you have, what they have equipped, what achievements you had, things like that. A lot of the best Guild Wars 2 websites like Guild Wars 2 Efficiency and GW2 Crafts all need you to input your API key to function, so this is totally normal. You don't necessarily need to do this, so feel free to skip this step if you prefer. However, certain modules will not function without your API key, so just keep that in mind. There are some simple instructions included on this page in the Blish HUD settings to tell you how to set up your API key, so just go through, follow these instructions, and you'll be good to go. I have done this many times. It is a very simple process. Next thing on our list, now that we have fully installed Blish HUD, is we need to add some more modules. Modules are basically little bundles of functionality. Each one does a specific thing, and you can add as many or as few of them as you want. There is truly a monumental list of things that you can do from within Blish HUD, so I definitely recommend taking the time, exploring all the different modules here, and seeing which ones tickle your fancy. To get you started though, here is a list of all the modules that I use day to day in Guild Wars 2 that make my life so much easier. First up, we have the pathing module, probably the thing that Blish HUD is most well known for. Here you can install marker packs for just about anything you can imagine. And we are back. Welcome back. And oh, did you mean the convergences? Yeah, I'll probably do the convergences during the next big week of streams, because I'm going to be streaming 12 hours a day most days this week. And even just, I will need stuff to do in that time, so convergences sound like a good time. Okay. So, also what I need... Hang on. Why is that literally not... Keyboard, why you do this? How's Uncle Bob these days? Uncle Bob is going fantastic. He is indeed your uncle.
Swift and steady.
Okay, there we go. So I have to turn the keyboard off and on again. It works! Looking forward to it. Awesome. Got Soto convergency ends with me as well. That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. And your World Boss Trainer, Metatrain, yes, as well. And also because we're also going to be streaming and supporting Interior Pride this year as well. So doing some events with people to support that is going to be fantastic. Do we buy these from Dugan? No one takes support question if you try to turn it off and on again. Unironically, it works. Works perfectly. Where do I buy Le infusions? Oh no! Oh well. Perfect. Actually, that still works. That still works perfectly. Just a bit less the embodiment of pink. Ah, it's the Laurel Merchant. That's the one. Okay, infusions. Oh yeah, we can straight up buy none. Okay, it's not even worth me doing that. That's still nice. So it is, yeah. You know what? Maybe I don't worry about infusions. Make a new conduit. The sinister embodiment of pink now, yes. I mean, I can just brute force infusions by keyboard. What are you doing? Stop it. Don't think I won't put you in the bathtub. I will. I will.
Sharp blades, sharp
Come on.
mind.
Okay. Once a week, I have to go under the table to fix this. Don't know why. It's just what I need to do. Absolute flippin' nonsense. I think that's a USB dongle. Yep, that sounds like it. There you go. Not as easy as it used to be. Yep, that seems to be working. I'm going to like connect a controller as backup in case that happens on Sarah CM. How much is this going to be? Oh, straight up, I can't anyway. Yeah, the Ceres group has filled now. We have 10 of 10. You need legendaries, Ali, but you feel like you'll be burnt out. Take your time with it. They can, if you rush through it, you can burn yourself out. But just work at them a little bit at a time. And guys, like, what's the plan today? We'll probably do some strikes sometime soon. But in the immediate future, like in the next few minutes, I'm going to be practicing my rotation for Condivert. Do you have magnetite shards? Like, not a lot. Like 222. That's a very nice number. It's a very pretty number. I mean, I can cheat and literally just put power infusions there. You know what? I'm just going to put power infusions and I'm just going to out DPS Safari with them, so it's going to be fine. I'm not going to put in the weapons or else it's going to be super annoying for me to fix. And I say that knowing full well that Afaru will just out DPS me anyway. There we go. I know. It's there. It's fine.
Let's do this.
Okay, that's not that expensive. Nicholas, welcome in. This is Guild Wars 2. I might just do one for now. Just I'm going to test on the golem. Okay, we need a more pink back piece though. This isn't okay. Wardrobe. And yeah, if I did more World vs. World, that would all be totally fine. Don't worry, you'll race the DPS healers this time. That's right, you can't lose a race if you don't compete in the race. Ah, not pink. Oh, hang on. There we go. That's... Yeah, that's still like the embodiment of pink. And there's Zera's back piece as well, which always just makes me chuckle. But yeah, the rose. There we go. That's a sufficiently Condivert. And what are your thoughts on new legendary backpack? I think it looks very cool. I probably won't go for it myself because it's not on my list of immediate goals in a legendary backpack. But it does look cool, and if I didn't have one, I would probably go for it. All right, now I need to learn the build. And by that I mean just relearn it. I mean, we're going to be cheating a bit anyway, because we're going to be using a writ of Masterful Malice. A new legendary backpack's a very distinctive varnish. Praise new noodle. Yeah. It does look very cool. And I need to save up some of my magnetite. I use it for ghostly infusions, which I sell for gold. So, yeah, I'm obviously trading this obscene min-maxing for gold. Okay, show us Condivert. Oh, yes, a 1 out of 5 in terms of difficulty. Gotta do dailies for the election, live in Poland. Best of luck, make sure you get those done. What do you mean learn Condivert? Don't think there was much to it. There's really not, it's just honestly refamiliarizing myself. What does the writ do? The writ is 200 Condi damage when you're above 90% health. which when you're doing things like Harvest Temple Challenge Mode and Sarah CM, you're going to be above that the vast majority of the time anyway, so they work out to be a bit better. Plus, everyone can use them. Okay, yep, I've learnt it basically. Bladesong Harmony. Where's Bladesong Sorrow go? So start off with Harmony, go into Sorrow, back to Harmony. And use Blade Turn Requiem when you hit 5 blades. Loop Concept, Phantasmal Warden, Weapon Swap, Kill Time, Phantasmal Warden, Signet of Ether, Phantasmal Warden again, swap, Phantasmal Swordsman. Never delay your weapon swap. Use Unstable Blade Storm and Blade Call off cooldown. Large portion of your damage, cast a Blade Song. Use Requiem, Sorrow, and 1000 Cuts off cooldown. Keep Bladesong Harmony from reaching 2 charges. Okay. Haj, do you have Blish as rotation add-on, you think? Can you show it? I do have Blish. I don't have that particular add-on. I think I have tried to use it before and just didn't really gel with me. Add boons. Let me just go all of them.
Swift and steady.
Spawn. And spawn. G. Go dump down some food. Oh, they all didn't go down. Oh well, the rest must be on my other account. I'll deal with that later. Okay. We'll put Snap Target on. Unstable Bladestorm is the 3. Phantasmal Swordsman plus Blade Turn Requiem. Okay. Just of interest, anyone realised yet what amazing balancing rune that did here? Rune the pack is the same stats as Rune the Chronomancer. 2 runes have the same bonuses, but Chronomancer set gives 25 less precision and 5% less boon duration total than the other set. That is interesting. There's a few weird changes like that since they reworked runes into runes and relics.
Sharp blades, sharp line. Swift and steady. Dodge this.
I think here I really just need to be pressing buttons a bit faster.
Sharp blades, sharp line.
Oh yeah, the command is a bit outdated now. I do need to go and update that.
Sharper still.
Yeah, we messed up a little bit there. I should use F3 as well? Okay, cool. I'll make sure to add that in. I'll do that on the next round. I delayed weapon swap when I shouldn't have. Just got to get used to the increased rate at which it generates clones. Okay, that's 35.6. And use the signet to reset the F skills. Yeah, I do need to use that. I always hate using it though. Also, let's toggle off that Ceres command. There's a whole bunch of other stuff I meant to do before I started streaming today, but we got back like 15 minutes before we started stream. Chatbot, chat commands, customs. There we go. That one's now gone. Okay.
Sharper still.
Foxy, welcome in. It's great to see you.
Safe from harm.
36, that's already a better start.
Dodge this. Safe from harm. Another. Blade storm.
Oh, I think I actually cancelled my Phantasm cast there.
Another. Fill them full of holes.
Yeah, we're not weapon swapping as much as possible. Okay, so 31.6. Isn't F4 the priority since it's instant cast? Yeah, probably should be. It does a bit of damage though. Maddie gone, welcome in. So good to see you. Everyone go check out Maddie over on Twitch. What's up, mate? And I'm glad you enjoyed the video. And yeah, for Ceres, we need the F4 file stuff. That makes sense. I'm sure if we started streaming a bit late, it would have been okay. No, it wouldn't have bothered you. It probably would have been okay, but there's like a whole bunch of other overlay stuff that I will be getting set up for Tyria Pride as well, which was sort of in a state of being half done. And I always try not to mess with OBS stuff right before I go live, because I will break something. Oh, why did I do that? Spawn, let's go large. I always just go large because I can't really be bothered doing anything else. Okay, let's see if we can push this to like 36.5. F2 most damage, so it's top priority. F1 over if full charge, F5 if cooldown, F2 is not up. Okay, and I guess Bladesong dissonance if we have some more damage to burn. Most welcome, mate. You're progressing well on last chapter of Icebreed Saga. Wonderful. That is great. Hell yeah. Let's just check here. 100% crit. What, 85% bleeding duration?
Swift and steady.
Am I missing something? Earth, agony. Hang on, let's just check that on Snow Crows.
Safe from harm.
Condition duration is at 15%, so that should be fine. Oh, it's aristocracy as well. That's why. I'm glad you've been loving it. That's awesome. But yeah, like we can instantly hit 36 pretty easily.
Fill them full of holes. Another. Dot blade storm. Sharper.
Oh, hang on, we messed that up. Why is something not right here? Why is it saying... Oh. We can actually get some Mirage stuff. Nice. Okay, so we've somewhat got the vibe for it. Unstable Blaze Form. Swordsman into Requiem. Then we do Blade Call into Warden, Sign of the Ether. Blade Song Harmony. 1,000 cuts. Why is it saying Harmony over Sorrow, which lands here? Okay, we'll just do it. No question, we'll simply do.
1,000 cuts. Sharper still. Blade storm. Not happening.
Get ready to swap as soon as it's off cooldown. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's... Well, this is probs passable.
Run them through. Try me.
$36.2, we've made number go up.
Sharp blades, sharp mind.
That was a little bit clunky there. Okay, 36.5. That's gone up even more. And the opener F1 over F2 since that full charges. Also some cast time for the blaze to go off. Okay. Who's going to make callouts for Ceres like Plain did for HTCM? You vote for Josh or Sparse. I would really appreciate it if like any of the more experienced people would be able to do the callouts for that. Because I'll still be very much in the learning phase. And I'll be tunnel visioning on a lot of what I'm doing. So if someone's able to make the calls for that, like that would be massively appreciated. It'd probably be you and Dazera. More than happy for you to take care of that. I would super appreciate that. Okay, so 36.5. We'll see how many skills I cancelled. Only 6 flying cutters. DPS uptime, that probably needs to be a bit higher. In Sparse we trust. We do indeed.
Sharp blades, sharp mind.
should have used a blade call after that. Okay, 36.7.
Swift and steady.
And how much is expected of people to learn before the first session? Yeah, that's a good question. Like, how much would you like us to sort of know? Because here I am sort of just practicing my rotation. And Torch Dagger, no, this is Dagger, Sword, and Offhand Focus. But yeah, we'll nail down what kind of strat we want. So happy for you to suggest what kind of strat you think is better, unit or flower. And we'll also nail down exactly what DPS classes people will be using. I'll probably just do Condivert. For the Boon DPS, expect to properly set up build infusions if possible. And some routine, the rotation, 90% preferred. Okay, so where are we at? So we got 36.7. I'm just going to do 36.7 compared to 39.7.
Safe from harm.
36.7 divided by 39.7. Okay, we're at 92% of the rotation. Oh, you're a Shadow DPS. Oh, nice, Boxy. A flower and unit won't matter till later. It's much later in the fight. Okay, that's fine. And Suffrance, you're part of this group, right? Yes, you are. And thank you for putting your hand up. You're a DPS. And yeah, right here, Boxy, we're doing condition damage virtuoso, sort of the... It's been sort of the standard sort of simple DPS build for quite some time. And yeah, like if your name's in the Google Sheet that's pinned in that channel now, yeah, you're the core that holds it together, yes. Yeah, if your name's in there, you've let me know before that you're available and I've inserted you into the group.
Swift and steady.
You just got the UI add-on. What are the carving pumpkins? If that's under Bliss Hut and under Light Pathing, that will be carving pumpkins. They pop up during Halloween. And Ruin the pack is 18 silver. It's fantastic. Okay, so 36.7. See if we can push that a bit higher now. Bad opener. I should have done Harmony first. If we can just get the opener down, the rest is just a priority.
Right, sharper still.
There we go. That felt pretty good. There's 7.4, much bigger opener number. Oop, I fumbled my priority there, but it's fine.
Swift and steady. Sharp blades, sharp mind.
Delayed the swap there when I shouldn't have.
Fully stopped.
36.5, a little bit lower there. What relic are you using? Relic of Aristocracy. If I can push this past 37, we can do that. That will be pretty sweet. We're close, and also we've got the wrong infusions. We've got power infusions, because I don't want to drop... I can't buy infusions. Hide my UI for 2 minutes. Thank you, Faro. Hang on, let's respawn that. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we can see. We'll keep Arc DPS up. Okay. You'll make my DPS disappear. We'll see what it's actually at when I can't see what I'm actually doing. No, I'm not going to buy Ghostlies, or I don't have that much gold. Wouldn't Fractal Relic be better DPS? Not on this particular build. It wants the extra condition duration to hit 100% bleed duration. You're going to get the World vs. World ones? Yeah, I definitely recommend doing that. I'll see if I have any others lying around. I might actually... I'll check. I think I actually have some lying around. Okay. Oh, if I hit a new record, then...
Sharp blades, sharp line. Dodge this.
Just pure vibes.
Sharper still.
Sharp blade, sharp mind. True, yes.
Sharp blades, sharp line.
Oh, that's true. I can see how many blades I have, and I can kind of see what weapon I'm on as well. Are we vibe killing Ceres at this point? Yes. Yeah. I'm just gonna spam all my shatters until I find one that works. And I think I can do that. Yeah, I can do that there, and that, and when can I hit that skill? Oh, I can do it there. Nice. I think that one. Yes. And swap. Hey!
Blade storm.
And there we go.
Sharper still.
Like, still okay. It's still 32.
Slice them apart.
Oh. Yeah, that was still 32.2. That's not too bad. UI is only a 4K DPS increase. Yeah, UI is overrated. Oh, try and Condivert right now. Man, that thing got wrecked by the patch. 37.1k first golem. It's definitely been nerfed a bit. You do something very funny. Oh, no.
Fill them full of holes. Dodge this. Sharp blades.
That was a pretty good opener there.
Swift and steady. Sharp blades, sharp mind.
Sharp blades, sharp mind. Oh, why'd I do that skill there? Oh no, I balked the entire rotation. Oh well, it's...
Sharp blades, sharp mind.
Sharp blades, short mind. Watch it still somehow end up being a better number.
Blade sword.
Yeah, it's true, I can also outrun a centaur.
Another. You're finished.
36. So 36k bench is the goal for Condivert.
Swift
I feel like it. Well, anything sort of around there I feel is fine. Scorpion. You cheeky sausage, you. Thank you. That's so much. Thank you so much, mate. Good Lord. I really appreciate you, mate. Thank you. You're an absolute legend. We got to add those in now. Thank you. Let me just make sure that... I'm pretty sure that was you. I'll just check. Scorpion, thank you for that. Good guy, Scorp, indeed. I won't do that in random caps. Thanks so much, mate. Yeah, you're an absolute legend. Thank you. And yeah, this build is from Snow Crows. It's basically just a slightly tweaked version of... Hang on, where is it? I'll just paste it. You need 18 healing fishes as well. Thank you, mate. Hang on, let's actually fix this up now. Okay. Now we'll add that there. Hey, thank you for the stretch. You got a bench higher than Sparsh. Here's how you're actually in the DPS race for the healers. Dude, thank you so much. That is so unbelievably kind of you. You're an absolute legend. Extra spooky now? Yep, extra spooky. Yeah.
Swift and
Dude, thank you. Nice. I can find one more Condi fusion. I am capable of doing that myself. Hang on, respawn. Okay. We now have basically full Condi infusions now. Oh, look at us. Glorious. And it's also... I've got to turn off. There we go.
Swift and
Okay.
another.
Oh, cancel a skill. Very bad. Okay.
A thousand cuts. Safe from harm. Another.
I think I actually cancelled a cast there.
You're finished. full of holes!
We're a bit slow on the draw there. Yes, that was a bit jank.
Another. Try me. Blade storm.
Yeah, certain skills got a bit out of sync.
Safe from harm.
Okay, so 37.1 now. Getting close to Snowcrow's benchmark is kind of impossible. The guys there might be bots with his benchmarks. It's not so much that they'll be bots, it's just that they'll be very, very experienced with the class. The closest I've ever gotten is 97.5% of a bench with Condi Renegade some years ago when I was making my Condi Renegade rotation guide for my YouTube channel. And thank you for the lurk, Kiera. I really appreciate that. But yeah, even here, I basically picked this up and started hitting just over 90. So that was with some mistakes there. I feel like we can push this to 37.5. I feel like, oh no, I don't have a... Oh, I gotta get some stuff. Alcar, thanks for the bits, mate.
Alcar Calamo cheered 100 bits. There's an island where it's still yesterday and no one lives there. This is Howland Island, a U.S. territory in the Pacific. It sits right
really
next to
cool.
the international date line, which means it's one of the last places on Earth to experience each day. But here's the twist. It has no population, just wildlife and abandoned airstrips. It's always yesterday here, and no one's around to see it. Earth has some strange corners.
That is really cool. I'm not sure what you mean by the list there, Gossek. Okay, hang on. I feel like we can push 37.5. I feel like we're close. Also, I need to fix my fashion. If my fashion's on point, I'll naturally do better. Okay. So we need that. That. Yes, there we go. Fashion is now on point. Alcar, thank you so much for the sub, mate. I appreciate you.
Thanks.
Absolute legend. Thank you so much. That is a really cool fact that, yeah, Howland Island, right on the date line. It is one of the last places on Earth to experience each day. That is awesome. Thank you so much for the business. Thanks for sharing that.
Welcome. Feel free to approach the console and begin combat practice. If you
And as an Australian, yeah, time zones are indeed very fun. Alright, welcome in. Right now we are practicing some Condi Virtuoso because we have enough people to form up for our Ceres Challenge Mode group. How are you going to team up today? We'll start forming up soon-ish for some strikes, and then it will be first in, best dressed. But yeah, so we'll be doing DPS for that, so we're practicing our Condi Vert. I'm trying to see if I can hit 37.5. We started at like 36.1, and now we're up to 37.1, so we've added an extra 1,000.
Slice them apart.
So we need to get used to the rhythm at which we generate blades.
Blade storm.
That was a bit of a lower opener compared to what we have done. And I definitely used the wrong skill there.
Dodge this. Sharper still. Blade storm. Another. You're finished.
This is even still with quite a few mistakes. $37.1 again. Formal dress code only. Yeah, it's a black tie function, of course. Yeah, we're on EU right now. Like, we had a section there, 37.5. Bleeding is like almost all of our damage there. And Macro, thank you for the follow. I feel like we can do it. I feel like we just need to not make some of the mistakes that we did. 37.5, that's our goal. I know that says 37.4, but the game says 37.1. So let's try and hit 37.5. Okay. You must relax. Become one with the Condivert. That was a bit bad. Oh, that was like really bad. No. No, no, no. We messed up a few things. Fun just gearing up your Scourge, now waiting for patch day. Awesome. Great choice. Scourge is incredible. Okay, we clearly messed up a lot there. Cancel count. Just cancel Flying Cutter. Okay.
Sharper still.
Wrong opener. It's got to be Bladesong Harmony first. Okay, let's actually revisit that. Okay. Bladestorm, swap Blake or Warden, Signet of the Ether into Bladesong Harmony. And 1,000 Cuts is actually pushing a bit later, so I guess we can do that. It's when we are doing our Signet of the Ether there. Then into Warden, then to Bladesong Sorrow. Okay, so we want to do a Harmony, Sorrow, then Harmony combo, and then into Signet of the Illusions. Okay.
Fill them full of holes.
Not quite right. Pretty good opener though.
Blade storm.
Bit of a bad shatter there. Yeah, we're shattering a bit too early.
Sharp blades. You're finished.
Again, we're shattering a bit too soon. And we should also have shattered before using a blade call there for all the blades that it generates. And we are just straight up delaying our weapon swaps now, so we're not moving through the rotation quick enough. There we go. Yeah, because now, because we haven't been moving through the rotation quick enough, our Phantasmal Warden's at a really awkward point in its cooldown. $36.5. Yeah, that was a pretty bad one. Filthy Casual, welcome in. Rise and Fall, this is Guild Wars 2. Okay. So how was our first opener there? 37 point... Yeah, 37 basically flat. Never F1 for weapon swap. Takes half a second for the blades to go off. If you swap immediately, you cancel skill and waste most of the blades. Okay. And your Conniver is geared with infusions now. Hell yeah. Okay, never F1 before weapon swap. Do it after. Okay, so we got to get that into muscle memory. So let's go. That felt a bit better. Best opener yet. Quite a significant margin.
Sharp blades, sharp mind. Blade storm. Slice them apart.
Should have shattered there, but I didn't.
Sharper still.
I did the thing of doing F1 just before a weapon swap. Might have been okay, just where I actually got that off.
Fill them full of holes.
37.2. Does F3 need full stacks or is one blade enough? That's a good question. I do, for the casual, do you think Heel Scourge will use Staff after patch? Yeah, I think it will. Because yeah, Staff is just such a good support weapon, and Heel Scourge doesn't actually have any real support weapons at the moment, so it's just going to be a straight upgrade to it. So F1 into skill swap's fine, just not F1 and swap. Okay. Like, that's our best number. That's our best final number. And our opener was actually significantly higher. Our initial opener there was 38.4, and that's up from, 37.1. Yeah, I mean, it's purely just to keep the Deadly Blades modifier up, so not actually for the CC. Purely just to keep stacks of Deadly Blades up, I think. And we've got to actually roll up our sleeves. And yeah, Staff is going to be a fantastic weapon. All right, let's relax. That was our best one yet. Slightly out of order. Oh, good arm one there. Have you given Shadow Mirage a go to see if you like it? It's been a long time since I've played Mirage. I will probably give it a go at some point, just not right now. Let's just get all our blades back. Okay. Give us our last blade. Cool, we're in business. So I also need to delay 1,000 cuts. Okay, I need to also revisit this. Yeah. It's this step here that's getting me. Blade call into Warden. Heal. F1. 1,000 cuts. Then Warden. Dagger Torch and Staff will be best because Dagger and Staff with marks would boost Life Force generation. Yeah, I think that would probably be the best one. And then auto attack into Bladesong Sorrow, auto attack again into Harmony. So do F1, F2, F1, that combo Signet of Illusions into F2. Damage should not scale with the amount in F3, just the CC. Okay, so just like if I've got a bit of time. That's all good, Boxy. I have the staff, or the Mirage builds I've really enjoyed in the past have been like staff Mirage builds. And it's like a fun class. It's just been quite a while since I played. I will probably give it a shot at some point.
Sharper still. You're finished.
Better. Ooh, that was big Chungus opener.
Sharper still.
Now we just must relax and just fall into the rotation.
You're finished. Release.
Not the perfect time to use that, but it's probably still acceptable.
Sharper still. Dodge this.
I'm also messing up my Phantasmal Warden. We're going to say it, that's 37.5. It was 37.485. Oh, you run Axe Torch and Greatsword for range. Greatsword Mirage is very, very fun. I do like that. But yeah, I'm going to chalk that up as 37.5. I feel like that's fine. No, it's honestly, it's more than fine. So the actual bench for that, 39.7. So we are at 37.5 divided by 39.7. Okay, we're at 94. Yeah, 94% of the bench. That is entirely acceptable. Look at how happy we are. Hooray! One more. One more. We can push higher. Okay. How is 35.5? That's a really good place to start. Like, that's still really solid. That's about where I started at earlier today. Let's just round that to 40k. Yeah, it's basically 40k. Actually, no, it's basically 50k. So 35.5 divided by 37.9. Yeah, so you're at just under 90% of the bench. So yeah, like that's really, really good to start with. Like honestly, for most of our DPS builds, if it wasn't like Cerasium, that's kind of be where I'd stop at DPS. Okay. Need to find the exact right position for our keyboard. For the ergonomics. And Fitness, welcome in. New player here. Wondering what the most versatile class is. Want to stick to one class for all content pretty much. Ours is Chronomancer, especially in PvE. So Mesmer in general is the base class, Chronomancer is the elite specialization. Because Mesmer, one, just has so much incredible utility baked into the build for free. On Chronomancer, you can have a pure DPS build, a power DPS build, you can also do a Condi DPS build. You can do a Boon DPS build, both quickness and alacrity, depending on the trait you pick, and you can do a heal build, both quickness and alacrity. So you have fundamentally every single relevant role in PvE covered, and on top of that, Chrono has Reflex baked in, it has ports, it has everything you need. That is the most flexible build. Without a shadow of a doubt. Like, if you want the most versatile, that's it. But play whatever you enjoy. I'm personally a huge Revenant enjoyer, and every class can sort of fill every role. But yeah, objectively the most flexible of them, the most versatile, Chronomancer. Welcome in, Grey Dude. I'm sorry to hear that you're so tired. I hope you feel better soon, mate. Make sure you rest up. Okay. We reached 37.5. 37.485. Can we go even further beyond? We need to watch that Dragon Ball Daiyama like clip where Goku turns into Super Saiyan 4. We just need to watch that to get ourselves hyped up, and then we'll be good. I had 5 hours sleep last night, and nightfall yesterday, and 6 hours last night. I'm so sorry to hear that, Great Doodad. I really hope you get some sleep soon. Okay. No, that was slow. That slow is what that was. Okay. Oh, we didn't even have all our blades. Okay. Bit slow in the opener there, I could feel it. Yeah, okay. Your blades don't restock in Golem area. Yeah, super annoying. That's okay, we'll leave that there. I think it's actually the point where you kind of need to take it into something to practice on it, and then we're good. That does happen on occasion, where sometimes you just need a bit of time away from the Golem. What's the food for it? Toxics. I'll get the one extra. Swap the one infusion. Hang on. Mostly done gearing? Nice. We'll do one. This will make all the tea.
Farewell.
Why am I standing here? What was I doing? I now remember. Good spelling of toxic. Will it even work? No. Also, the blade on bleed trait doesn't reset its stacks counter out of combat. Oh, yeah. So it can lead to inconsistencies while goleming. Yeah, but I can see why that would be a problem. Oh, I gotta actually pick up the stuff. There we go. Do I fix up that font now? That's honestly been bothering me a lot. Hang on, what? What font did I actually do? Hang on. I gotta go check out what is unironically the single greatest Arc DPS guide on YouTube. Hang on. I've completely forgotten what font I use. Navid, how's it going? Welcome in. There we go. Look at that handsome boy. Archivo Black, that's the one. Okay, Google fonts. Archivo Black. Get font. And tomorrow, are you doing raids for EU? Yes, definitely planning to. Okay. Ruby, thank you for the follow. Okay, and extract. Cool. Now, for this PC, is it in here? It's changed a bit. Program files. Guild Wars 2. Oh lord, where is it? Can't read. Add-ons. Arc DPS font. There we go. Okay. F2, Control C. F2, Control V. Okay, so we can drag that there. I'm going to go over to just chatting. And let's drag that. And we'll replace it. Let's see if this works. Cool. That's coming back in. Let's see if I broke Arc DPS. So I've got to bring you back. Go back, Marty. I'm so glad to hear they've started raiding now, Navid. That is great to hear. Ah. Where do I need to put that? Hang on. Are you in documents? It was to add-ons, Arc DPS. No. How do you actually change the font now? Been meaning to do this for a bit. And let's just put let's put it everywhere. Those add-ons should be in here. DPS font. I know you followed your guide. Yeah, they've updated it since then. Oh, go into Nexus Settings and change it there. Okay, yes. Nexus. Arc DPS configure. Oh, style. Aha. Okay. So you need presets. Probs need to go here. Fonts. Aha. Ah, yes, there we go. Excellent, thank you for that, Jock. You're an absolute legend. Oh, that's better. So, I've been missing that for weeks. Yeah, it's because now I manage this through here rather than through... Oh, can I change that back to Archivo Black? Let's change the name of things while we're live. Works. Let's go save. Cool. Oh, that's so much better. I've literally been meaning to do that since weeks. Oh, since weeks ago. There we go, we salvaged it. Been meaning to do that since weeks ago. Okay, now with that, we're going to take a break, stretch our legs, and then come back, do strikes. We're going to go pump on some Condivert. It's going to be a good time. Welcome back, my Guild Wars 2 aficionados. Have you ever found yourself in a boss fight, happily mashing your buttons, drowning in all these flashy effects, and ever thought to yourself,
golly gee willikers, I sure do wish someone could tell me how many damages I'm doing.
Well, today you're in luck, because today I'm going to walk you through how to set up Arc DPS so you can bask in the glory of all of these damages that you were doing. Welcome back, friends. Guild Wars 2 has an amazing combat system, but it can be really hard to tell if you're actually doing well, especially compared to those around you. This game just doesn't give you the tools to know exactly how well you are doing. But today, I come with a solution. Arc DPS. Arc DPS is the damage meter created by Delta Connected and has been used by the Guild Wars 2 endgame community for years. It gives you all kinds of information that you can use to check your performance at the game. You have damage per second, break bar damage, boon uptime, healing, condition cleansers, you name it. In my view, this is the single greatest tool you have at your disposal to improve your gameplay and make all your endgame wishes come true. So first, let me show you how I use it. So here on my screen, you can see windows for everyone's damage, break bar damage, boon uptime, as well as some smaller windows showing my personal damage and healing, as well as my FPS and ping. Because as someone from Australia, if my ping ever dips below 200 milliseconds, I will know about it. So today I'm going to walk you through step by step how to go from this to this. A quick sidebar before we start. I hear some of you asking, will I be banned if I use Arc DPS? Short answer, no. ArenaNet has allowed the use of Arc DPS for years and has even worked with the creator to ensure that it is compliant with their own terms of service. ArenaNet do not officially support Arc DPS, however, so they will not be able to help you if you run into any issues with Arc DPS. So don't waste your time contacting support. Just don't use your newfound power and knowledge to bully other players. Your friends and family will disown you, and picking on other players can get you banned. Now, let's walk through the installation. All links will be in the description, so do not worry about it. Visit deltaconnected.com, head straight to the bottom of the page, click download, and download the latest d3d11.dll file. You will then drag this file into the... And we have returned, and it worked out very well. There was actually the Arc DPS setup video that ended up showing there. Completely random, but it works perfectly. And yeah, thanks for saying the boon table fonts update if you restart the game. It's good. I just restarted the game to make sure that change was implemented, and there we go. Oh, so much better. Been missing that. Okay, now the time has come to form up for strike. So I'm going to go park this character in her. Does this command work? Please work. Don't make me have to tinker with you again. Hey. Beautiful. If anyone wants to join up, we're going to do IBS 5, EOD, and Soto dailies. That is the plan. Let's go forming up for IBS 5 plus EOD plus Soto. And one sneak peek streams for the end of Dragon's release that even use Arc themselves on stream. That's hilarious. I love that. But cool, yeah, if anyone wants to join, you can form up on us there. And I'll start flicking out some invites. Yeah, guys, like if you want to come as well, feel free to join on up. Join if you give you 2 minutes to make coffee. That's all good. Yeah, that should be totally fine. Oh, can I just salvage these? I might as well, actually.
I was manufactured to the highest.
Salvage that just to get elder wood. Good lord. Some nonsense, I tell ya. Cool. Go QDPS. Yes, QDPS, thank you. Let's buy some Eternal Eye Shards. Only the 2 daily ones.
The spirits of the wild welcome you.
Take care of yourself.
Boom Cup then? Hell yeah. Let's see, we'd welcome in as well. I'm working to see if you can learn a heal like Spectre you just set up. Excellent, you feel free to join. QDPS, A heal, and DPS. But just let me know what roles you want to do. Okay, Miss Huggies wants to go QDPS, perfect. Cool, just go DPS, Reckless. I don't see an LFG. No, it's not in the LFG yet. You can squad join on my account name there. Once that pops up, yeah, you can squad join on me. I'm not actually in the LFG yet. Oh, 2,000 coins, nice, Faro. Ah, beautiful. Welcome in, Jock. Now I'll drag myself here. Sparse. Go A heal. And yeah, Gossek, let me invite you. If you want to go A heal. Now make Sparse A heal. Good. But beautiful, yeah. Come on in as soon as you're able, Gossek, because then we'll start forming up. Go DPS. There we go. The bone skinner done. Yas.
How are you doing?
Swift and steady.
Sharp blades, sharp mind.
Having test on Golem, that's fine. We're forming up now. If you want to come, you can like test it out here. That's totally fine. If not, then you can always join a different group. We're just starting to form up now. So yeah, more than happy for you to test it here. But if you prefer test on the Golem, that's fine too. But we're forming up for strikes now. IBS 5 plus EOD plus Soto dailies. DPS. That's cool, just save that. And I'll pop some food down for people once they come in. Should actually just unlock Mirage on here. All good. Oh, thanks for popping that food down. I will pop some of just my custom food down as well. But yeah, I'll pop this up in the LFG now. But yeah, so come on in as soon as you can. Reckless here. Start just sorting that out. I saw welcome in. That's all good. Well, thank you so much for popping into our stream. I really appreciate you, mate. Okay, so let's go. And you can go boon DPS, that's fine. We'll just have extra. I'm not opposed to having extra boons. Okay, we might have to hit up the FG. But yeah, if you're able to get in Gossick, come on in. Sure thing. Go a heal. Excellent, thank you. We'll put you as a healer. Then it's just DPS we need. Perfect. We will eat our noms. Got someone in. Nice. Eat our food. Swap gear. That's all good. Do your thing, and we'll do the ready check, and when you're ready, we shall go. Just do the ready check, and yeah, sort out your gear, do all that. We'll head in when you're ready. We got to do pink tag because we are the embodiment of pink.
Alcar Calamo cheered 101
Alcar,
bits.
thank you so
Shower
much,
thoughts.
mate.
Nobody cares if their deodorant is 24-hour or 48-hour. They are still
That is
going to apply it
unironically
once
true.
a day.
History is mine.
I'm very much the same. If my deodorant says it's 48 hour, that's meaningless.
Good team.
I'm still going to be putting that on every day.
Dodge this. Not happening. Sharper still.
Knowledge is power.
snap target on there.
Splendid company. Bad shape here. Another.
Not too bad. On a power focus fight. What will be the best runes for Untamed Power Build Ranger? Ah, it's good. Looks like everyone's got you covered there. Yep, their advice is perfect. Yeah, Scholar for pure power, power quick and fireworks. Yep, easy done. Join a strike mission. That's all good. You can sort out your gear in a smidge. And that's how Faro always outperforms us in DPS, because he is truly the sweatiest of them all. That's right, just let me go out for a run beforehand and I will outmatch you in sweatiness. Oh yeah, definitely playing multiple builds can be confusing. Oh, did I not have the reinforced armor? I think that actually impacts my HP. And coincidentally my damage. Can't distort that for some reason. Boss might just chill here. I say that instantly moves. Nice.
Rarely see one of those.
Never understood about quickness on ranger. Is it self boon or allied one? I mean, as well, do you mean you grant it to allies? If it's untamed, the quickness trait will grant it to allies. There might be some other traits in there that'll give you self quickness, but the untamed one will give it to allies. This is like pretty respectable. Oh yeah, and if you click on your name in Arc DPS, that brings up the DPS graph. I forgot to answer that earlier. Not having reinforced armor is a very minor DPS loss. Yes, but we were stressing so hard to get beyond 37.5k.
Another.
So it is a DPS loss. So you can click on anyone's name and you can see their DPS and their DPS and shenanigans.
Might and glory.
There we go.
I feel furious.
Yeah, just burst it down.
Ready, willing. That's valuable.
Bam, bam, bam. Nice. Go steamrolling through this. As for IBS 5, they're pretty chill strikes to go into, honestly. These are really good sort of beginner introductions to endgame content. Go strike. Rainier. This one won't be great for Condivert. Be much better for Powervert, but I'm not going to swap. For we are practicing for Condivert.
Raven told me.
Here I might actually just run Rain of Swords, just because honestly I like it over Signet of Illusions. Thank you, Rune, for the follow. Appreciate that. Don't know why that always happens. Back in we get. Our opener was too good. Bellion, do they ever do gear templates in Wizard's Vault, or is it only build template? I believe it's only ever been build templates. That's alright, this actually happens quite often on IBS strikes. I don't know why, honestly. It's probably like a Windows reinstall issue at some point. But I'm definitely not in the headspace right now, especially for drops, to do a reinstall of Windows. Just go Blast Team, it's fine. And yeah, don't know what the future will bring. I would love gear templates. Oh Lord, how I would love that. Back in we go. Nice. There you go. See, I can click on anyone's DPS there. I can see what they're doing at any point. And Rune, welcome in. You just come back to the game for the first time in about 5 years. Well, welcome back. Any tips on where to start your last playing a Condi Necro? I always recommend for returning players to either maybe like make a new character and play through the story up until the point where you start to feel comfortable again, or picking up your existing character and picking up the story wherever you left off. Because that is going to introduce you to the game in a much more sort of controlled manner. You're going to be able to see what other people are doing. You'll get very familiar with the game systems, and the story is going to give you a whole bunch of mastery points as well, which are obviously incredibly important once you reach level 80. So I'd recommend working the way through the story, at least on one character, because it's incredible value to you, and it's going to introduce things to you just while you sort of wrap your head around what's changed in the game in that time, because a lot has changed. Aramok, thank you for the follow. Miss Mustafi's hurt me school. Yeah, they'll take their 1 gold payment. This one. I have to check what even are the daily EOD and Soto strikes. Oh, you're doing Cantha story and you're stuck at the wall that you have to use a combo to take down. You have no idea how to do that on your Necro. Any sort of projectile in one of your wells should do it. Or easiest would probably be just do Reaper, go into Reaper Shroud, then use either one of your wells or your Shroud 5 into 4. Like I'm Shroud 4. So then you'll just spin inside a field and that should do it.
Be careful up there. Conditions have gotten worse.
So I think I vaguely remember the mission you're talking about where you have to use a combo finisher on a wall.
My pain is easy.
This storm isn't normal. Blocking us from following Vanguard? Makes you wonder if it's intentional. And who's...
Yeah, hopefully that's able to get you past it. Which I think I did that mission on Necro, and I probably did it on Reaper. If that, or maybe Harbinger. And Harbinger has a lot of projectiles. Good jump. Cool, yeah, we can just make the jump. Not make the jump, you can just click on teleport. /D. Click on teleport. Near squad. Yeah, we'll just go.
Might. Chop. Run them through. Not this. Splendid combination. Run them through.
Here we go. Let's just check what the daily strikes are. CO and Kining Overlook. Well, Kining Overlook is going to be a great one for Condivert. It's going to be hype. CO as well is also just going to be incredibly chill.
What now?
Are we skipping dragons? Oh, we're going to Kining Overlook. So we're doing End of Dragons. Let's go cancel, ready, check. Cancel. Yeah, let's wait till everyone gets in. Oh, I meant the two dragons. Yeah, I always skip Dragonstorm. Probably for no particularly good reason. Probably just sheer force of habit. Oh, that's annoying. We do have a spot open now. Yeah, the fusion drop is not real. I think we have all the... Yep, that should all be fine. Okay. I probably should honestly add it to the rotation. I probably will try from here on out. Oh, when you get a chance, can you show the interface to show the strikes you should do? Perfect, I can. So you'll bring up the hero panel, go down to the achievements, go for daily. You'll see daily strike missions there. So that's how you'll do that. And then under strike missions here, so you'll scroll all the way down to the bottom, strike missions, then you can see all the stuff tied to your weekly strikes right there. Yeah, so you got weekly count the strikes there. And we got weekly Secret Salute skill. You are most welcome. Is everyone almost in? I'll just give them a moment. Yeah, there we go. They should be in now.
Usually I prefer to handle these matters in private. I feel furious. You could do worse. Enjoy the view. Blade rain.
Bit of a jank opener, but it's fine. The update in 2 days, Azrael? Yes, it is.
You're finished. Pull him myself. Stay synchronized, you two. Strength in pairs. I make a pretty good team. Sharp blades, sharp fire. Slice them apart. Ready for more. Sharp blade, sharp line. You know who you're dealing with now. It's unbecoming.
Let's just deal with the Mind Blade.
Dodge this. Sharper still. Sharp blade, sharp mark. You think you're any match for me? You're finished. Sharp blade, sharp mark. Release! Your soul is mine. Blade storm! Knowledge is power. Another!
Very nice. We're doing pretty well.
Ready for more. You? Sharper still. A thousand cuts.
Should have swapped there. Any decondivert? Yes, we are practicing some condivert for our upcoming Ceres CM progression.
Fully functional. I can use a hand over here.
Ready for more. Sweet and steady.
Right. I've had enough of you goons.
I'll dispose of you myself, you scum.
Untouchable. You're finished. Sharp blade, sharp mind.
Receive the light.
Still doing a few less than ideal swaps.
Ready for more. Slice them apart.
Nice. No, second best, not too bad for that.
I concede.
You're really confused of all the possible ideas or combinations you could use on your weapons. Your hammer weapon to give boons, so you could get concentration on it. It's a good option. Untamed does pump out a lot of boons. So a bit of extra concentration is not bad. So excited for the Portal Scrolls to be combined next week. That is going to be so exciting. Your brain hammering, indeed. Cosmic Observatory, another great one for Condivert. Pretty long phases. Now's the time to eat some food.
Health, vigor, recovery.
Steady.
Coach Destiny, thank you so
Getting
much
up
for
there.
the sub, mate.
How?
How are you going? Everyone, go check out Coach Destiny over on Twitch. Fantastic from the stream. What is up? I'm going very, very well. Thank you for asking. And was this a Chaos or Julian variant? This is the Julian variant. I hope you're going well as well, Coach. How's your weekend been so far? I was practicing some Condivert for our upcoming Ceres CM prog. Hoping I was a bit bad there. Micro clean room, nice. Move to the back of the group. No. Get the res.
Slice them apart.
We'll stand on the line in front. So we do need to get used to the skill queuing a bit. Got that sitting there, we need to be a bit careful. It's gonna spread. There we go. Let's go move over there. Brake bars, so we can't just pull them. Dodge there. So another book that I just finished reading the other day that I thoroughly enjoyed, Alloy of Law by Brandon Sanderson, the first book in the Mistborn Era 2 series. Absolutely love that. It's like a really fun sort of buddy cop adventure set in almost a cyberpunk version of the Wild West. It was really, really fun. If you're a Sanderson enjoyer, I would definitely recommend. Read the original Mistborn trilogy, it was pretty good. Oh yeah, the original Mistborn trilogy is absolutely incredible. But the second series so far, like the books themselves are much shorter, I feel like they're much faster paced as well. I really like it. So I've just started listening to Shadows of Self, I think was the second one in that series, so yeah, we're listening to that now. Okay, I think now what we can actually do is kind of see what our DPS is looking like. So we've gone on a bit of an adventure in terms of some strike missions after practicing our rotation. So I'm keen to see what we can actually hit now. But also, let's go and weekly sales. Let's buy the coins. Convert that to a bit of extra gold. Do you own a car? What do you drive? Drive a Mazda hatchback. Not a big car person, so anything that is like small, reliable, fuel efficient, I'm here for. You want to read his Stormlight Archive books, you want to wait till all the books are out. Because it's going to be a 10-book series, isn't it? The good news is, at least as though they are split into two sections. There is Stormlight Archive Part 1, which is 5 books, and then eventually there'll be Stormlight Archive Part 2, which yet to be written. But the first part, 5 books, all done. So they're all out and they're sitting on the shelf behind me, except Rhythm of War. I listened to that on audiobook. And Eduardo, welcome in. Why are you streaming in this format, if you may ask? It's for phones, right? Yeah, so we're streaming in 3 different places. Twitch, which will be the regular horizontal format, on our YouTube channel, horizontal format, and on our YouTube channel in the vertical format as well, which will pop up in the YouTube Shorts feed. So there's 3 ways where you can watch our stream depending on your preference. Who needs books if we have Guild Wars 2? Do they have a satisfying ending? Yes, I was thoroughly satisfied with the ending of... I won't spoil it. I was thoroughly satisfied with the ending of Winds of Truth, so Stormlight Archive 5. It wraps things up well, whilst leaving like enough setup for the next bit. So by all means, is like nothing is, well, not everything. Everything is not just like fully done and wrapped up, but it's wrapped up in a satisfying way with enough to expand upon, and I'm really excited for it. So 100% recommend it, because it might be quite a while before. I mean, it's Brandon Sanderson. We could wake up tomorrow and he will have written all 5 of the, you know, Stormlight Archive 5 through 10. I wouldn't be surprised. But it will probably be a few years. But now I think if you're waiting for them all to be done, now's a really good time to dive in because it's incredibly satisfying. And yeah, especially because our GPU can handle the encode because we're using the Atom multi-stream plugin. So for the Twitch and YouTube horizontal plugins, horizontal streams, we just do one encode and it just sends it both places. We do a separate encode for the vertical one as well. So that's 2 different encodes there. And I'll probably end up using the Twitch enhanced broadcasting at some point. Am I using that now? Video, what stream? I'm not using enhanced broadcasting, but I probably will once we get the 1440p encoding for that. They're releasing H.265 encoding to do 1440p streams. So yeah, once I've applied for that, so once we get access to that, I'll probably cycle back and do that. Going to do that once you finish reading your current series. Sounds great. Do you have any tips for crafting ad infinitum? Yeah, your tip would be do daily fractals. Yeah, I was going to say, it's kind of just do fractals. Do fractals to get enough of the currency. But if you just do daily fractals, like daily tier 4 and Rex, yeah, honestly, yeah, definitely do daily tier 4 and Rex, because tier 4 is going to give you the currency that you need, and Rex will also give you the fractal pages, which they'll be a bit of a gate for you. So do your daily tier 4s and recommended fractals each day, and once you get the currency, the rest is quite easy. Yeah, the rest is just materials, and you might need to do some, you know, collection items and some particular lower level fractals on their sort of challenge mode, as it were, but you can just put a group up in the LFG, and you can even do those with less than 5 people quite comfortably. But yeah, really just do your daily fractals, like daily CMs. Oh, you can, if you can do daily CMs, makes it even quicker. Daily T4s and Rex. Just do those, focus on those, and you'll be done before you know it. Ad infinitum is quite an easy one to get. And of course, set up an account on Guild Wars 2 Efficiency and track your progress that way. Okay, now we've practiced our rotation a bit. Oh, I gotta go get a thesis. Yeah, tier 4s and Rex is great for gold and making ad infinitum. Yeah, definitely. No, PD's right now. I was gonna like raid out to him a bit later. Nice. Okay, let's go by. Although there's a new open world backpack coming soon, did you consider that if you're not far into ad infinitum? Yeah, if you like the look of the open world backpack, you can grab that as well. Nope, not 55. Panther, welcome in, mate. You justify Sunqua Peak final fight. Winning? Hell yeah. What do you think of the fight? Sunqua Peak is one of my absolute favourite encounters in all of Guild Wars 2. Hope you're having a great weekend, mate. Okay, now let's see if we can crack 37.5. We can beat that. I think we can. I believe. I have complete faith in our capabilities. Nice, Flygon is hype as hell.
Use the console to begin combat testing. If you have any inquiries, come speak to me.
Swift and steady.
PD, welcome in, mate. How is it going? Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Connor, or ConnorConCarne, and you can also check out my YouTube channel there, where we do Guild Wars 2 build guides and now Guild Wars 2 news as well. So check that out for all the latest news, particularly about the Absolution patch. Everyone go check out PD on Twitch. Go drop them a follow. Go hang out with them whenever they're live. PD, what's up, mate? What'd you get up to on your stream? It's quite funny that you raided us, actually, because you had, like, before too long tonight, we'll be raiding out, and I had you like teed up as well. So thank you so much, and thank you for raiding out to Jess's stream as well last night. Really appreciate that. Tonight we've been somewhat prepping for the new patch, and by that I mean we've been practicing Condi Virtuoso because we have enough people now on EU for Ceres Challenge mode. So we'll be starting that up in the coming few weeks. So we've just been practicing our DPS Condi Vert rotation. Got it to about 37.5, which I think was 94 something % of the benchmark. So we're quite happy with that. Did some strikes, and now we're going to dive back into the Golem to see how much our numbers have improved. And back to AP grinding now that the armor is over. Congratulations, mate. That is huge. Well done. What other big sort of legendary tier goals do you have teed up after that? Speedy, what's up? It's great to see you as well. And yeah, I hope you had a wonderful weekend, PD. It's been a pretty busy one here so far. It's my brother's birthday today, so I caught up with him and my family for lunch. So we only got back a little bit before we started streaming. So it's been a day of a lot of driving, but it was great to catch up with family today. It's the joys of Australia. It's very far to drive anywhere. But are you excited for the new patch? I'm working on 3 Gen 3 weapons currently to complete the set. Oh, nice. And is that going to be like all the Gen 3 weapons done? In which case, that's amazing. Okay, 37.5 is the number to beat. I have complete faith. Still deciding if we want to do all the skins or not. I feel you there. I'm tossing up if I do that on EU just for the sheer meme of it all. Yeah, you have 13 of them right now. Very nice. Because yeah, I've got the Janthia Legendary Spear on this account, and this is that's the only legendary I've got. Legendary weapon. We're working on runes at the moment. Trinson, welcome in. It's great to see you, mate. Hope you're having a great day. And thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Okay. Let's push this number just as high as we can. Let's go. I'll probably mess it up, but let's believe. Almost. Bit of a delay there. 38.1, that's the highest number yet. We didn't swap weapons as quickly as we should have. It's not very oakley dokley of us. Okay, let's... we at... Number's not as high. No, we're running the right food. We can't blame it on that. It's just purely a matter of us needing to get good. So as soon as weapon swap comes off cooldown when we're in dagger focus, we need to be out of there. We shattered before we had all our blades. Now I'm just going to finish that one up. Yeah, 36.5. So that's a solid 1,000, a bit lower than what we were before. Okay. Odriz just raided you a few minutes for raiding to you as well. They returned to the game. Welcome back and want to learn pro rev strats. Hell yeah. What kind of rev builds are you most interested in? Because I can always swap over to my rev and showcase some of the stuff that we have. In the meantime, let me get just one more round on this. Let's go. That kind of worked.
You're finished.
Okay, we're swapping through our weapons much faster, which is good.
Dodge this.
Things were a little bit delayed there. 37.1. Number go up. Managed to time that just about perfectly. I think we actually whiffed one of our key skills there, so that's very sad. See how that impacts us going forward.
Sharp blades, sharp iron.
I think we were a bit delayed on something there as well. Mistakes are creeping in. But that's a new personal best. That is a new personal best. That is 50, no, not 57. 37.58. Number has successfully gone up. Have you played Guardian? What do you think about it in its current state? It's been a while since I've really delved into a lot of Guardian, but Guardian is in a great state overall. Like, Dragon Hunter's great, Firebrand's great, Willbender's great. It's just good. It's just great, really. Yeah, it's in a really good spot. You've been leveling, it's not quite sure yet, but super late for you, need some sleep. I'd love to see you soon. Okay, that sounds great. You go check out our YouTube channel as well. We've got a whole bunch of Revenant guys on there that you'll probably find helpful. I definitely recommend probably, once you reach level 80, pick up Herald. Herald, I think, is going to be the best sort of return for your first elite specialization. In the meantime, you can either, while you're leveling, go sword, and staff, berserker gear, Shiro, Jalis Legend. And that's just a really good sort of setup. You can do condition damage with Mace Axe as well. That's also really, really good. Core condition damage Revenant actually does do acceptable damage. But okay, we have successfully made number go up. Now, can we make number go up more? We're just going to embody the stonks meme. Have you played Guardian? What do you think about its current state? Yeah, I said just before, I think Guardian's in a really good state. It's been a while since I played Guardian, but I've mained Dragon Hunter and Firebrand over the years. They're doing really well at the moment. Willbender does great damage. So yeah, Guardian's super good and has absolutely amazing utility. So if you're a Guardian enjoyer, it's great. Wrong weapon set. speed up your rotation, start casting your F1, F2 skills when you anticipate you're about to get your 5th blade, so you can get that 5th blade mid-cast, rather than waiting. Yeah, I definitely agree. That will definitely come as we get more and more comfortable with it, because there's some times where I can do that once I sort of get a feel for where I'm at in the rotation and what our blade generation is going to be like. But I think, yeah, once I get more comfortable with that, we'll be able to push that number higher. You remember, like a year ago, Scrapper got changed, the gyros burst themselves. Is that still the case, or frame the question otherwise? How old can a guide be to be relevant for the Heal Scrapper build? I mean, you can always check on Snowcrows. Like, Snowcrows will just have a, 100% up-to-date build. Just bring this. Oop, there you go. But yeah, I'd probably wager anything beyond a year ago would probably be a bit suspect. But here you go. There's just like a Heal Quickness Scrapper build here. It's done back in October of last year. Meant more for how the mechanics work. Yeah, I'd probably say on video form. Let's see, where would that be? I guess about a year. I can't exactly remember when that changed. Your hand video is very helpful when you made it. Oh, that's good. I was planning to make a... Oh, June 27, 2023. Okay, yeah, anything after that date, you're good. I was planning to make a Heal Scrapper guide at some point. Because, yeah, that was back when I was sort of planning a series where with 2 characters you could effectively cover every relevant build in the game. That was going to be a Necromancer and Engineer. Whereas then, yeah, Scrap got a huge amount of changes and took time to really find its feet, so I put that on the back burner. And then Chronomancer started existing in its current state. But yeah, like, this guide here will be perfectly up to date. Oh, is that still the case? Oh, what do you mean by that? Let's make number go up even more. Big numbers.
Sharp blades, sharp mind.
That was a bit of a bad one. Was Chrono just too good? You got almost all your legendary armor ready, but you don't enjoy Mesmer gameplay, even open world. Like, Mesmer and Chronomancer is insanely flexible, but like every class can fulfill every role to like varying degrees. So yeah, Chronomancer, I'd say, in terms of healers, is probably the best in the game, but that is purely for its overall flexibility. Calendrax, welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Connor, or ConnorConCarne. You can also check us out on YouTube there. We'll be doing all sorts of Guild Wars 2 build guides and news updates, and we're going to be streaming a ton this week as well for the new patch and drop, so it's going to be a fantastic time. Everyone go check out Calendrax over on Twitch. What'd you get up to on your stream, mate? Tell us all about it. And yeah, Chrono's by far the best healer, but you can play any other healers just fine. Yeah. Like, Heal Firebrand's great, Heal Herald's great, Heal Druid's really good, Heal Scourge is really good. Maggie, welcome in again. Rens, thank you for the follow, I appreciate that. But what'd you get up to on your stream, Calendrax? Mostly tonight, I've been working on getting a Condivert all set up for Legendary Ceres Challenge Mode, which will be attempting soon, and just practicing our rotation on that. We've hit 37.5 on the Golem, so we want to try and push that a little bit higher. So we might even just give it like one more round before we lock in our gains from tonight. Okay, so let's...
Sharper still.
A little bit slow on the opener. That was a bad opener. Yeah, I do wish the boon application of Firebrand would be bigger as well. It's one of the big things sort of holding it back compared to things like Herald and Chronomancer.
another.
A little bit clunky there. We're just losing a bit of time on the rotation. Yeah, rotation starts slipping there because we're not being as fast with it as it should be.
Sharp as steel.
That was a bit jank because, yeah, our cooldowns for our Phantasmal Warden have gotten a little bit out of sync. Yeah, 36.7. Still good number, but not as good as what it was. So yeah, a few mistakes were just creeping in there and piling up. And so that, yes, this is the Snow Grows build for Condivert. Maybe slightly different gear, but it's fine. And yeah, Chrono just one trait swap, swaps the boon, right? Exact same gear, don't have to get the additional hero points. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was the original boon class. It really was. It used to do both of them at the same time. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid, Calendrax. I really appreciate that. You finished some weeklies and were dragged in some PvE world events. So that sounds like a really good time. But yeah, we've got Condivert all set up. It truly is the embodiment of pink. Look at that. It's very pink. I do need a different... Actually, I'm not going to get a different... I'm not going to get a different focus there. Oh, I can get a different skin, though. Everbloom. Oh, they're expensive. How much is the focus skin? Ugh. I mean, it's very good, but no, I will show some self-restraint and not get it. There are times when I can indeed have more impulse control than a carrot. Oh, I missed Distort Share. That was so good. That was amazing. Okay, let's see roughly where we're at. So we finished off our weekly Renown Heart, do a Vista in the Heart of Maguma. Nice, let's go do that quickly. Just go over. I'm very happy with all the quality of life changes we're getting in this upcoming patch. That's going to be a good time. Now, show us a Vista. Yeah, no kill proof can't be updated. I also don't know what you want me to do with that information. It's not helpful. Hope the new meta is good. I hope so too. I'm very excited to see Gorsable in a open world context. I'm not going to be awesome though. It's great to see you. Oh, there's one. Cool, at least gets a daily done. Hooray! I've missed so much that I just have not been paying attention. Oh, Mucky, you're also working on the provision tokens. You and me both. Yes, I am so excited for that change. I've got all my characters parked at, relevant provisioner token vendors, and yeah, I always forget to log into them. I've been forgetting to do that for a while, and I'm almost out of provisioners tokens, and we're working on a set of legendary runes. So yeah, that change coming through, where instead of doing it daily, you do it once a week. You just buy like all 7. Great, chef's kiss, love it. No notes. And PD, do you buy the 25 from World vs. World? I buy them if I can, but I almost always don't have enough World vs. World currency. Because I just purely don't do enough World vs. World. But I will actually, next time the World vs. World rush comes around, I will remember to do it. Also, that's the old entrance to Raid Wing 1 there. Because yeah, it's insane value, but I forget to do World vs. World. I don't save the currency. I convert it to Clovers. I self-sabotage very heavily. Oh no. Do I have gathering tools? Well, I do. That's fun. Then I do more World vs. World. I really, really do, Calendrax, especially because once I'm done with my legendary runes, we're going to start looking at legendary weapons. And for that, I'll obviously need many, many, many gifts of battle. And I'm kind of tempted, or I'm probably sort of eyeing off something that's a bit too big for me to chew. I'm eyeing off getting all of the Aurine legendary weapons. So I don't know, then we can always have the ongoing goal of getting all the variants. But I don't know how well informed that is. I mean, I'll probably also, because I've got all the legendary weapon starter kits, if I go that route, I'll probably make all of the Gen 1 legendaries I can and just sell them. And that will be a pretty good time. Can I go... Yeah, let's just go do some flax farming here. I'm really excited for the new Wizard's Vault to be reset as well. Oh yeah, actually, I'll be able to fully load up on Astral Acclaim as well, because I've got 2 accounts that are kind of sitting at this position in Astral Acclaim. So if I can blast out the weekly on both of those accounts before the patch drops, chef's kiss. Where was I going? Have I forgotten? In the karma requirements, that's true. You know, I've lost all concept of direction. Did I? Or it's the great tree, that's it. John Carter, welcome in. You just hit level 80 on Warrior and you're wondering if there's a good base build for open world to get your hero points for the elite spec. That's a great question. I'll find some for you. Have you boosted your character? As in, do you have the Celestial gear, the all stats gear? Or are you still in the I've just hit 80 and I need to gear up phase? Because both of those lend themselves to different answers. Oh, so you haven't boosted. Okay, that's good. Then I won't give you a boosting build then. Level up the right way. Perfect. Great choice. Okay, so for that... If you can, I'd recommend maybe jumping to Path of Fire or End of Dragons for hero points, because it's going to be way easier than Heart of Thorns. But Core Power Warrior here is going to be a great option, because it's going to be Berserker's gear, which is going to be insanely easy. I'll drag it up here so you can see. It's going to be insanely easy to gear, because Berserker's gear is always great gear as a first character, because you can buy it super cheap on the trading post relatively. And yeah, the Berserker's gear will translate very, very well over to Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker will be a great build to transition to. Core Power Warrior actually has really, really good damage, and I think it's actually a totally viable endgame DPS build as well. It doesn't strictly need a elite specialization. So let's take a look. Under Warrior. Yeah, there we go. Power Warrior. That's Core Warrior right there. Because, yeah, you could get that build there. Honestly, yeah, just kind of compare these. The meta battle one will be a more sort of open world build by the looks of it, whereas this Power Warrior build is more like endgame focused. It's fair to say that Warrior is the best among the core classes. Oh, it's also really strong World vs. World Zerg. Yeah, Core Warrior is great. If I go benchmarks, it probably is in terms of raw DPS. I'll just check. Well, actually, strictly speaking, it's Condition Thief in terms of core builds, but no one plays Condition Thief. Because it's got Axe. Axe is like horrible, so we can kind of skip over that. And Condition Thief Spear. Condition Thief with Spear is actually... You know what, I actually rate the Spear build pretty well. But yeah, Power Warrior is there. So in terms of raw DPS, I'd probably put it second to Thief. The Condition Thief build is one that I'd actually kind of recommend. I'd never recommend anyone play any of the Axe Thief builds because they're clunky as hell to play. Don't know Spear? Oh yeah, like Power Warrior is going to be great. And does this one... What you doing here, fam? Oh yeah, that one's not asking for Spear. But yeah, this one here on Meta Battle will be a great choice for you as well. This will be a great one to start with. And then yeah, you can sort of go from there. Are the unlocked elite spec weapons locked behind the expansion, or is it in the base game? It will be locked behind the expansion. Oh, you hate Spear Thief though, spamming 2-3, confusing rotation. I find it's really... It's hard to use, not hard to use, it's tricky to use in like raids. Like raid strikes, any of those long encounters. Because yeah, you have to keep track of your rotation. You're actually having to go, okay, like 2-2-2-2-2-3 stealth attack, 2-2-2-2-2-3, or whatever variant of Thief you're actually playing. You have to manually keep track of that. It's not just you spam things on cooldowns, you are literally executing things in that order. Whereas when it's just open world, it's actually easier because you only have to do it for a short burst. And that I find feels much more fun, but that's just me.
Another. You're finished.
But yeah, that Meta Battle one for Power Warrior that I linked. Mythos, welcome in, and to Bear, it's great to see you too. Hope you're having a great day. But yeah, Core Thief is really high out there. And yeah, I think I've played that as well in raids a handful of times. It's a good time.
Dodge this. Blade storm.
Thief Spear, I think, is a fantastic weapon for open world because it has insane break bar damage. It can be a condi weapon, it can be a power weapon, it has blocks, it has lifesteal, it has so many different things you can pull off with the rotation. I find it works super well in open world. It's really fun. But when you have to actually memorize and execute a rotation that's very punishing if you mess it up, that makes it hard to play in endgame content compared to a lot of other classes where it's really good skill lights up, you press it. Thief doesn't work like that. Just grab some flax, unwinding, having a good time. Oh yeah, Scourge is fantastic. I love Scourge. And honestly, Scourge, even at like 40k DPS, I still think it's one of the best DPS builds in the entire game. When Scourge did 50k DPS, I think it was objectively the best DPS build in the entire game, and probably the best DPS build to ever exist in all of Guild Wars 2. It was hilariously broken, because Scourge has absolutely monumental utility. It has an easy rotation, because it's not a rotation, it's a priority loop, and they're inherently quite easy to pick up and very easy to adapt to encounters. It's fully ranged, it has barrier. The more Scourges you put on a team, the stronger they get, because that barrier starts building up and up and up and up and up, and you have a lot of Scourges in your group. You've got barrier for days completely for free. You have Condi Cleanse on an insanely short cooldown baked into your rotation for free. You have range revives and Signet of the Undeath, again just baked into your build for free. And range, easy to play. So you take that, combine it with a 50k DPS benchmark. Ooh, you had something truly disgusting. Whereas Scourge at 40k, that is an appropriate amount of DPS for it. any more than that and it would just be hilariously broken. And even now, I still think Scourge is one of the best DPS builds in the game, because the DPS build that actually makes your team's life easier. That's something that, like, builds can do that to varying degrees. Scourge is one that does that so well. That's why you see quite often things like Slothazor, oh, people are struggling, there's crack out Scourge. 1 or 2 people swap to Scourge and it's done. Soulless Horror, people struggling, oh, they bring Scourge, they bring Epi, makes it easier. Oh, people dying over here in this encounter, someone brings Scourge, flicks Signet of Undeath their way, and bam, they're back up. Scourge is amazingly good. And honestly, if more people ran Scourge, endgame content would just be easier. Nerfed Epi. Oh, Epi is a weird skill. You used to be able to pull off some absolutely disgusting things with it. It's still like a strong skill. When will the Wizard's Vault reset? Yeah, 2 days when the patch drops. You can also pull up the Wizard's Vault, go over to special. This countdown here, 2 days remaining, that will always be when it's going to be reset. Beautiful. It's about time that we find something to raid on out to. We're going to be back again tomorrow anyway, so look forward to seeing everyone then as well. So let's tee this up. So you won't be able to get the legendary thing. The weekly will reset tomorrow. So if you finish your weekly now and your weekly tomorrow, you would have enough to get that. So where is it? Yeah, you get 600 Astral Claim for the weekly. So if you did that now and then did it tomorrow, you would have enough. But the priority as a rotation and short shade duration archer thing, that's totally fine. You like big impact skills. Yeah, Scourge is a lot of little impact skills. It's just its overall design. I personally quite like it, but it's not everyone's cup of tea. But beautiful. We're going to tee up a raid to Starkles, who's doing some Guild Wars 2, just vibing out, having a good time by the looks of it. So yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out with us this evening. It's been fantastic. Thank you to everyone who came along for Strikes as well. Thank you to Scorpion for sending us the set of Ghostly Infusions to get us all set up for Sarah CM. You're an absolute legend, mate. Thank you so much. But yeah, thank you to PD for the raid, Calendrax for the raid as well. Really appreciate you both. But yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow. And keep an eye on Discord. We'll update you about our streaming schedule over the next week. We have a big week of streams lined up, going for about 12 hours each day, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, probably Sunday as well. Schedule will be a little bit flexible because, like I mentioned earlier, my nan's in hospital getting a hip replacement, so at some point we will almost certainly go see her in hospital, and depending on what day works out for that, it may shuffle streams around accordingly. But that's what we're working with for now. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Oh, the amount of no pain, no gain, mislock in dailies lately is insane. Yep, that is a painful one. But yes, we're going to go get ready for bed, rest up, come back stronger than ever tomorrow. And thank you so much, Dum Dum. I really appreciate that. But you will peace out. We'll catch you all tomorrow. Have a good one, team, and cheers. Why, hello there, everyone. We're currently living in a turbulent time in Guild Wars 2. We have balance patches every few months. We have a new expansion launching next month. Elite specialization weapons are being made available wholesale. Runes are getting turned into relics. Things are changing. But amongst the chaos, something has risen.
God bless us, everyone.
Today, we're covering the wonder that is Condition Harbinger. Welcome back, everyone. With the release of End of Dragons came the new Necromancer Elite Spec Harbinger. And now, with a few balance patches under its belt, it's become one of the premier condition damage builds in the game. Not only that, with the exact same gear, you can run one of the highest damaging quickness builds in the game. Being able to efficiently cover off on 2 endgame rolls with effectively the same build is completely busted. You pick this up and your endgame PvE life is going to get a whole lot easier. It's time, my friends, for condition damage and quickness Harbinger. Once you equip the Harbinger specialization, you'll get access to Pistol as a new main hand weapon, new Elixir utility skills, as well as having your Death Shroud replaced by Harbinger Shroud. Unlike core Necromancer and Reaper, Harbinger Shroud doesn't act like a second health bar. Here, it doesn't protect you from incoming attacks, and instead gives you access to powerful ranged attacks and mobility skills. With your Grandmaster trait choices, you'll either pulse strike damage, conditions, or quickness to allies while you're in Harbinger Shroud. You'll also inflict yourself with Blight by staying in Shroud, or